Hello.
The reports of our demise has been greatly exaggerated. After 3 years off, we're back. Uh, Effort, you
Been
look
a
the same.
while.
We're going to demonetize. Oh, wait, we're not monetized. All right.
Oh yeah,
All
no
right.
doubt.
We're back.
Back.
All right, folks, welcome to the SF Comic Book Company. This is SF Company Hour number 157 with a bullet. I am Ray Doomzilla, joined by the maximum effortist Grayson.
Hey guys, shit! I just realized that my keyboard isn't plugged in.
Cool. You don't need that.
I don't need my keyboard, right? Oh shit!
Oh, wait, you need to take a bunch of notes and write stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe you should plug in your keyboard.
I'll be right back.
I'm just looking for the keyboard.
See what happens when we're off for 3 weeks. I think we've been off, what, 2.5 weeks? Something like that?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks. Yeah. Well,
We're
last
back.
week was
it work.
there you go.
All right.
A keyboard ready?
Yeah. There it goes. It's fucking working now. That was rough. You don't want to find out like that in the wrong way. Start trying to type in, hey.
Or you just been typing, like not even looking at it for the whole time. Like, oh yeah, I got all the notes ready to go. Oh wait. So yeah, we've been off for a few weeks. Last week was wrestling related. We went to Revolution here in the San Francisco, which was amazing. So that whole weekend was kind of wrestling. That whole week was wrestling. So yeah, we didn't do a show last week. And then this last week I've been fucking sick. Got my second bout of the vid. So just getting over it, feeling a lot better. First few days of it was rough, but feeling good, ready to get back into it. Got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. We're going to do a review of Scream 6. We watched last week, but my last day of seeing like the outside world. That was my apocalypse movie. We're going to talk about the surprisingly fun Oscars. We're going to talk some trailers dropped too in the last couple weeks. Little Mermaid, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the passing of the great Tom Sizemore. Also, and some breaking news that dropped a little earlier today. The no shit, no shit news of the week. I kind of want to start that category. No shit, like the Willow being canceled for season 2. Like, no shit. So
yeah,
I think
no shit.
No shit. Fucking category. That's a new category here, and we'll make a fucking banner or something. No shit news of the week. So we'll put that. We'll talk about the James Gunn directing Superman Legacy. So it's good to be back. Mr. Effort, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Didn't get bit this week or last week, so got a knife pulled on me, so I'm growing up in the world. No physical violence, you know.
That's when you know
when you made it. When you made it, yeah, no doubt. Like I fucking felt like Dalton from Roadhouse. I thought he'd be smaller.
Classic.
I'm a big guy right now.
Roadhouse. Krista Carlson, good evening, gentle geeks.
Not gentle.
Nothing gentle about these geeks. Renee, what's up, Renee? Sub Comics Community. Sick intro, love the comics images. That was done by somebody, but I don't know, there's some controversy about the whole thing.
No, there's no controversy. He's a fucking thief, the son of a bitch. That's done by my friend Phil Cawthorne. He did that especially for us. Good guy.
What's going on, horror sci-fi community? Krista, Revolution. Orange. It'd be so cool if Krista got a picture with Orange Cassidy and she was wearing her fit. That would have been so cool. Wearing her jean jacket, her Orange Cassidy.
Damn. Still going.
Never gonna live it down. The fact that it bothers her too much. Don't
I know about never living it down? Trust me. Still rocking shit. Fucking 17 years later.
Hey, don't show any, like, don't give me any hand, right?
It's just like super bad. People don't forget.
It was like fourth grade, man.
People don't forget. I love that line.
Yeah,
it's true.
That was the orange face she made.
It's true.
All right, so yeah, let's jump into some stuff, man. We got a bunch of stuff to talk
It's
about.
gonna be a good show, guys.
Jeez, I wish I could drink.
Mm-hmm.
There's another. I can't drink for the next.
I should have another one for you.
I can't drink for like the next 5 days, which is fun.
I should have another 5 for you.
Man, that sucks. Which is probably good. I need to take a break, anyways. So, doctor induced.
Yeah. When you come back in, that first shot, man. Oh, it's so good. So good when it hits your lips.
It burns his.
Burns his.
All right, so we'll get the sad news out of the way. We got the great Tom Sizemore passing away. This was this happened 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, maybe.
Yeah, they put him on. I think he was on life support at the time, and I think what did he suffer, an aneurysm?
Yeah, I think it was something like that. Yeah, and he wasn't really that old either. He was pretty.
No, he was 61.
61. That's nothing, man. We're like 2 summers away from that.
No doubt.
Yeah, so yeah, great Tom Sizemore. He just kind of did everything, man. He was in a lot of fucking movies, man. Of course, Black Hawk Down, he was great in.
He was.
He just was a great military-looking dude. Like he played a lot of military.
He was a jarhead.
Yeah, he looked like a fucking jarhead for sure. He did bit parts on TV here and there. He did a lot of TV actually. I'm looking at his biography. He did voices for Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. He was Metamorpho in Justice League. He just movie after movie. Get Carter. He was uncredited. But I think definitely it was Heat, of course. He was great in Heat. Strange Days, Natural Born Killers. Shit, man. It just goes on. True Romance. He was in a lot of great fucking movies in the 90s, man. Passenger 57.
And no matter what, though, any movie that he's in, he leaves a lasting impression. Like he's the guy from this. Like you will remember him.
Yeah, he was one of those character actors that kind of were like, oh, you know who that is? That's Tom Sizemore. Like, like he kind of got. Well, he did some infamous shit too, like the Heidi Fleiss fucking thing from.
I mean that's bringing somebody's personal business into the whole mix.
It was not more than personal. That was like fucking like federal fucking shit.
No, I get that, but that shit that's coming into the fucking limelight, nobody's personal life's supposed to get dragged out. And I'm not making excuses for the guy, but I'm just trying to base him off of his acting. He was an amazing actor, dude.
Yeah. Your thoughts on Mr. Sizemore passing?
Well, for me, I'm gonna miss him, dude. I've seen this guy in countless things that I can remember. He was in The Relic, which is a movie I remember going to see, in the theaters, probably like first opening week. It was a good monster movie. It's like a very drive-in style monster movie. It's pretty good. He was in Lockup with Stallone. He's part of Stallone's crew. He's probably like the elder statesman. So
I've never seen Lockup, man.
Yeah, you never seen it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you should watch it. It's a good movie. Yeah. After Escape Plan, you definitely got to watch Lockup. Stallone gets a raw deal in that movie. Like you said, Heat. He's great in Heat. Black Hawk Down, Saving Private Ryan. Other ones I remember is he was in that movie with Bruce Willis, Striking Distance. He was like the drunken cop that he would, Bruce Willis would end up going to. He was one of the ghosts in Heart and Soul. He was fucking was he one of the soldiers in Born on the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's just he's in so much shit. Dreamcatcher, even though it's not a great movie, but he had a great role.
Yeah, the movie's like
it could have been so much better.
Yeah, the book is really pretty damn interesting. Like I wish I kind of followed the book a little more. They tried, but it just I don't know, something was off about that movie.
And he was in Big Trouble. I don't know if a lot of people saw Big Trouble. That was one of those movies that came out during the what was it, 2000, the World Trade Centers going down, 2001. So it got delayed because it was about a bomb going on a plane. So, they thought it was insensitive for a long time. So the movie got delayed. But he is fucking hella funny. Him and Johnny Knoxville play these two fucking like friends that are like right? Remember that? It's with Tim Allen.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, so he's always memorable in almost everything he does.
Poster. Yeah. I remember Big Trouble.
Yeah. So he's gonna be missed, man. Honestly, he's one of the actors who I thought would have like been like a Chaz Palminteri or a William H. Macy, like broke through, and finally come through in his own
Yeah,
thing.
maybe his best work was ahead of him instead of behind him, but
Exactly. And it's just so sad to see this dude. He could have been like he has a presence of like a mob boss or company commander in the military.
Yeah, you could have seen him, working with Scorsese on some gangster film or some another war movie with Spielberg or something, because he just had that great presence, man. He could be a general or a capo or
Hi guys, Sizemore small role in Point Break as a DEA agent. He was such a great one. Laurie, dude, you remember that, right? He was the guy who was working on the case where they busted the Anthony Kiedis in the first fucking surf group in Point Break. So yeah, he's the guy who's been undercover. He's like, God damn, I've been working on this shit for fucking I don't remember the length amount of time, but he was like, I've been working on this case, and you guys just come on in and you guys just fuck it up. And yeah, it's just he's fucking great, dude. He's so underrated, underrated.
Yeah, he plays from Renee. He plays good villains.
Yeah, he's a good villain.
And he had good comedic timing too. He had a son of a great actor. You could play that serious murderous asshole, but then you can also do these like little comedic roles that just you don't really expect.
Yeah, it's that whole thing in like big trouble. Like he gets knocked down and he's like, "Ow, my ankle!" And they're like, "Move!" with the fucking gun in his face. Like, okay, I'm going. But it's just the manner in which he says it is fucking hilarious. It's super fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, R.I.P. Tom Sizemore. Yeah, great actor. Not even I won't even cry.
It's just I wish he would have had his. He had one. If you haven't seen The Relic, go check that out. I think he says hypothalamus in like fucking 6 times in within 30 seconds. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, Chris fucking cracks up at that shit all the time. He's like, he said hypothalamus like 6 times in like fucking 30 seconds and shit. It's great.
All right, go ahead, Rick. You read this one.
Oh, 3 months. 3 months. The way Sizemore says that was brilliant. Yeah. he was fucking Scagnetti in fucking in Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
The person we hear about was it Reservoir Dogs? Yeah, it was Reservoir Dogs when Mr. White is talking to Nice Guy Eddie, saying, "Oh yeah, who's your PO?" And he's like, Scagnetti. He's like, "Oh yeah, that piece of shit." So
Tarantino famously took his name off that movie because he didn't like the way Stone was directing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like uncredited.
It's a good movie. It's a great movie though. Still
uncredited writer.
Classic.
Yeah, it's just one of those movies like, oh, you forget that. Yeah, Tarantino wrote that shit. So
It'd be a good show.
He's not going to make it, folks. So R.I.P. Tom Sizemore. I drink
R.I.P. man.
I drink caffeine in your honor, sir. All right.
So yeah, go check out The Relic and Flight of the Intruder. Those are 2 good movies.
Top 3 Sizemore movies.
Oh man, that's easy. Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, put Heat on there.
Heat, definitely. He was great in Heat. Trying to think of I'm trying to think of more of his prominent roles too, not just like
background kind of.
Yeah. He Saving Private Ryan. Oh yeah, Saving Private Ryan, Heat, Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, that's a trilogy. Yeah,
that's if
never seen Sizemore's work. That's a good. It's a
good way to start out. Yeah, and jump into the rabbit hole afterwards because Natural Born Killers, The Relic, Passenger 57.
And those are all really good movies too. Like just on their own. Like you don't, even if you're not a Sizemore fan, you'd appreciate that. But
yeah, he was a great actor, man. He always jumped off the screen for me.
Yeah, he was good. All right, let's talk some trailers, man. So we got the first.
That's an oh no moment. Yeah. Bartender, Jobu needs a refill.
Fuck you, Jobu. Oh, do you know he was actually hitting those fucking home runs in that movie?
Dennis Haysbert?
Yeah, he was actually hitting those home runs.
Yeah, Dennis Haysbert, he's an actual he was like an actual athlete. That's the whole thing about Major League. When Ron Shelton made that, he used a lot of athletes. Corbin Burnson was surprising that he could play third base. Or at least field.
Some dude was talking about it. He said, they actually had 25,000 fans in the arena for that when they shot that scene of him hitting no home run. And he actually hit that home run. And he in the scene you can see him holding the bat because he was so excited about hitting the home run. The crowd got him all juicy. He forgot to drop the bat, so he just
when he walks he runs the whole way with the bat.
And it just works for the scene too because he fucking loves like the bat. And he talks to it, so it's like it makes sense for the scene. So, but that was all like fucking, that was all real too. So it was awesome.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron Shelton. Great director, man. Great sporting director.
Yeah,
I think he did that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. Off the camera. Bartender just showed up. Joe Boo.
Hey, Dunda.
Joe Boo, aka Krista, came through with a refill.
We got some more stuff to go to. Pace yourself, dog.
Pace.
All right, let's talk about this. The Little Mermaid trailer dropped during the Oscars. We had a little tease of just her kind of singing. So we get a little bit more of the, we get a better look at what's his name? Javier Bardem as the king, which I think looks good. I think Bardem as the king looks good. And we get Melissa McCarthy as Ursula and all that. And we get a look at Adam. Was Adam, right? The dude's name? Prince Adam. I'm a big Little Mermaid fan. The cartoon, the first one. I remember
one of my favorite Disney movies.
Having to watch that with my little sister like over and over again. I kind of didn't like it as a kid, but then I learned to appreciate, really love, I love this movie. But watch, when you have a little sister and she's watching it fucking 24 hours a day, you get, you get a little sick of it. But
it's fun. It's fun music too.
It's a great movie. It's I love the animation. It's like kind of like this, and then Beauty and Beast came first, right? Beauty and Beast, and then this kind of saved Disney.
Little Mermaid, then Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, so that pretty much saved Disney, because Disney was movies that were like in the shit. They were doing like, which I loved Black Cauldron, I loved Oliver and Company, but they weren't doing like the prestige movies they once were. So this kind of set the tone, like, oh, we're gonna go back to like telling these great animated stories. Then they kind of fell off in the 90s, like after like Hunchback of Notre Dame. I wasn't a huge fan of that. But people love it. I understand what like Pocahontas era and like that kind of era.
Pocahontas was good.
But that's when I kind of jumped off.
Animated wise, Pocahontas is great.
All the animation has always been good, but that's when I kind of jumped off the Mulan.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm with you. It's questionable.
Yeah, that's when I started. Yeah, the Emperor's New Groove and shit like that. That's when I kind of.
I wasn't too fond of that one either.
Yeah.
And we watched them. We watched them. Yeah. It's to be fair, people think sometimes you don't watch it, but we watched them. It's just.
I rewatched Hercules recently. I kind of like, okay, I kind of
Hercules is good.
Yeah,
I like Hercules.
I didn't like it back in the day, but I revisited it. I was like, oh, that's all right. So yeah, we got the trailer drop. We get a little more look into the world. I'm still not sold on this movie. It looks pretty. It looks a little too like cheap. Like after seeing Avatar and watching this, it's like you're going to like two different. Like this looks more like a cartoony version of the water, which. I don't know. It just didn't look too. I know it's a fantasy world where mermaids and fucking octopus ladies are running around. No, it just looked a little too cartoony for me. But I'm not hating this. I'm not. She has a beautiful voice. I'm still not sold on the whole look of the whole thing. But I don't know. I'm still. Maybe I need to see more. I don't know. I'm not convinced on this. Some shots look really beautiful. The voice sounds good. But we'll see how they pull it off. I'm kind of worried about Melissa McCarthy in that role. I think she might.
Actually, that's one of the bright spots that I'm hoping for. Fucking, she rocks it, dude.
I wanted Lizzo to play Ursula. I think Lizzo would have been better. That was like one of the big rumors.
Better. Oh, it was one of the casting rumors.
Yeah, I think I would have enjoyed that a little bit more. But Melissa McCarthy, I'm not the hugest fan of hers. Maybe she'll tone it down and kind of play a character, not Melissa McCarthy, which looks like this is more of. But yeah, what'd you think of the trailer?
You know what? I actually didn't watch this trailer because when it comes down to it, people are gonna say what they say, not for any reason. But I just haven't been a big fan of the live action Disney movies since The Jungle Book, which was the first one. So I wasn't a fan of Aladdin. I watched it, and Aladdin's my favorite. Aladdin's my favorite fucking movie.
I like Aladdin. I like the Aladdin character, not the Aladdin movie. I like Will Smith took me out of it.
He's Will Smith again. I tell everybody this, and they don't want to hear it. I've been saying this for decades. Will Smith is the same dude in every movie. He's Will Smith. There's like 3 or 4 movies I can pick out where it's like he's not Will Smith. He's Will Smith trying to be Muhammad Ali. He's Will Smith trying to be Richard Williams. He's always Will Smith trying to be someone. He's Mike Lowry. No, he's Will Smith trying to be Mike Lowry. You can call him a great actor. He's fucking horrible. 6 Degrees of Separation. What was the Enemy? Something Enemy of the State. And I Am Robot.
Okay.
Only 3 movies I really like him.
Okay, what do you think of Little Mermaid?
No. It's just it goes back to the whole live action of. Look, you have your reservations about Melissa McCarthy. I'm sure it's the same way how I had reservations about Will Smith. Now I'm going in positive with her, but I just don't think it's going to be well. And it's not no fact of the actor.
That's just history.
I just don't think it's going to be a great adaptation live.
Yeah, I think some of the visuals. Cool. Yeah, the kind of visuals. It's kind of borderline just a CGI animated movie. Like really,
animated set the standard.
Yeah.
That's what we have to remember. That's what to me, that's what I'm holding most of these movies to. The live action. I've seen this movie already. The live action Jungle Book is actually pretty good. You know, it holds up. There's times where I like 2 properties of the same thing. You know, Ready Player One, I like the book, I like the thing. I like the Jungle Book original, and I like the Jungle Book live action.
I actually like
Disney. Dumbo hasn't been good.
I like the remake. I actually like the live action more than I like the original cartoon. That's the one time that I like the original.
That
one.
Okay.
That's
fair. I can see that. I can see that though.
Yeah, but yeah, none of them are good. I heard I didn't even bother with Pinocchio. I didn't bother with Dumbo. They just looked like.
I didn't bother with Dumbo. I didn't bother with Pinocchio.
Yeah, and I didn't.
I heard so. And I feel bad because I like being that guy who watches everything. But
we're surrounded by Disney fans. All our like friends and fans of family all love Disney. So we hear about this kind of shit all the time.
And people tell me it's like, dude, it's not that good. And I'm like, fuck, man, I kind of want to watch it because my opinion differs from a lot of people. I can be like, I liked it. It hasn't been that since. And when it comes to live action Disney, so am I hoping for this? Yeah, I'm hoping for this, dude, because Peter Pan's next, and I don't feel fucking confident about that either.
I like how
they're gonna all point to the fucking they cast fucking
color, Indian dude,
whatever. It's just.
But I like how they kept the Captain Hook, the bad guy, white guy still. They kept that one.
You couldn't make him Mexican.
Pedro Pascal, man. This Pedro
Pascal would have been a great choice, bro.
Captain Hook, yeah, that would be
Oscar Isaac. Those are the only 2 dudes who can do it right now.
Jenna Ortega as Peter Pan and fucking Pedro Pascal.
Gael Garcia Bernal. Got to add him in there too. And Gabriel Luna. Let's just throw all the Mexicans in there right there.
Yeah, the one that stood out was Javier Bardem as fucking the king.
Did we actually see Melissa McCarthy, or just that we see from the poster, or do we get to hear? We only hear her.
Yeah, we see her for a little bit.
Do you see her? Okay, yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna watch this as we keep going.
Let's see Rick's live reaction.
Yeah. Okay, you're about to get it right now. I'm watching the Little Mermaid trailer.
Lori says, "I think Tyne Daly would have been a better Ursula." Maybe
what
like
the
20
fuck is
years
Tyne Daly?
Hold
on, it's hella loud. Give me a second.
Isn't it Cadney and Lacey? Check.
Okay, so I'm watching this right now. Give me a sec. All right.
Live reactions.
It's kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean at the beginning with nice big pirate ship and shit. All right. So she saves him. All right. Okay. Yeah, that looks cool. I mean,
the visuals are cool, but it looks
it looks cool right now. The whole thing is with the trailer, you're gonna get the best parts to get you to go watch it, and then they just fucking give you a shitty movie.
I've seen a great trailer and a shitty movie, and it happens the other way too. Like the trailers suck, but the movie was awesome.
I mean, she looks good as Ariel. He looks good as fucking. He looks great as Poseidon.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks cool though. The just the visual of when she's looking up from her little treasure room. Oh, Ursula. Okay, if she's playing Ursula or she's playing Melissa McCarthy playing Ursula, that might be horrible.
Yeah, if she's gonna
Will Smith was playing the genie. That was
Ursula chewed up the scenery too. She was a very
campy,
she's a very campy character. Ursula, if you remember the original Little Mermaid, she was definitely over the top. But I just don't want her doing Melissa McCarthy.
What the fuck did they do to Sebastian?
He looks like a crab.
Yeah. Okay, the eyes just look weird
Yeah,
for me. Yeah.
yeah. It's like a actual. Yeah, some
Yeah,
people.
because they give them the fucking big long eyes and shit, like the animated, which kind of tripped me out. It just that doesn't look like the eye. Everything looks like a crab except the fucking eyes. Oh, that looks cool. I like her hopping out the ocean to hit the note.
Yeah, it's probably gonna make some money, but like I don't
It looks cool, dude. This
I
is the
just don't
problem.
trust these. I don't trust these fucking.
I don't trust the trailers either.
I don't trust the live action.
I just saw the
live action
trailer,
movies.
and I love the trailer. I love that they're showing a lot of parts from the Little Mermaid movie, and it just it gives me nostalgic. I just have a feeling they're gonna fuck it up somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Like they make these little tweaks. Like
Sebastian fucked it up right there for me. Kind of. He looks
it's too
weird.
real. It's too real.
He looks weird. I don't mind him having like regular like fucking eyes for crab, but he's got the fucking animated eyes, the fucking long fucking eyes. I don't need that shit.
He's got animated eyes. And
She's got very different eyes.
She's got animated eyes. All right. So this could be horrible. I don't know.
I think it's gonna be bad, dude. Like
If I hear-
look, I think it's gonna be bad. I'm hoping that it's good. I'm hoping to be proven
good-
wrong.
If we hear
I'm
some
really
good word of
hoping.
mouth, good word of mouth, and like, oh, this is awesome. Like, this is the best one. Fucking all the remakes or the remakes. I'll check it out. But
wait a minute.
I don't trust. Burned too many times by the Disney remakes.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is playing the French chef. Come on, they couldn't get a fucking French dude. They're gonna. I know Lin-Manuel Miranda did fucking like Hamilton and all that shit, but why is there a double standard? We can't get a fucking French chef. I know that the guy from Benson fucking played the fucking chef. That's one of the best songs, bro.
Hey, man, slow down the Latinos. Too much representation.
Le poisson, how I love
Yeah, we got
le poisson.
Javier Bardem's the king, so
Yeah, dude, I know. I love it. I love it. It's just, and he's gonna be a great Poseidon.
Yeah.
Damn, they should have cast him as Poseidon in Clash of the Titans. Fucking.
All right, let's talk about,
was it Sean Bean?
all right, let's talk about another trailer that dropped. So we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. This is coming this summer. This is from Seth Rogen and his producing partner. Directed by Jeff Rowe. So this is like a new take. This feels very into the Spider-Verse kind of style animation, which is not a bad thing. I think those last two fucking Michael Bay produced Turtle movies are fucking horrible, and
there's certain parts that are good. Certain parts that are good.
People try to talk me into thinking the last one was really good, and I watch it and I fucking hate them forever for that.
Still kind of good. It's still kind of good.
It's to see
it's still good. It's still good. The fucking turtles look like shit. But
that movie sucks, dude. I hate that fucking movie. So we got cast. This looks like this is kind of going with a super young. There's like the young teenagers, and they're actually casting teenagers as the characters, which is I think a cool idea. We got Jackie Chan playing Splinter.
Oh, that's the best.
I love that. Seth Rogen playing Bebop. John Cena playing playing Rocksteady. John Cena playing Rocksteady.
Yeah.
So I like the cast. Giancarlo playing Baxter Stockman. Rose Byrne playing Leatherhead, which is interesting.
Wait, Rose Byrne is playing Leatherhead?
Yeah. So are they going with a lady Leatherhead? And then there's
Paul Rudd is Mondo Gecko. Dude, this is awesome.
Hannibal Buress is Genghis Frog. So I really liked it. It looks like they're going deep. Post Malone is Ray Fillet. So they're going deep in the fucking like Turtles like lore. These are a lot of the characters from the original toy line and cartoon. Like the first season of the original cartoon is really good. After that first season, it kind of deteriorates. After
it was a action figure grab after that.
Yeah, once they took fucking Michelangelo's nunchucks away, that's when it started going downhill. He started fighting with a grappling hook fucking thing. But you watched the trailer, man? What'd you think?
I actually like this one. They actually feel like teenagers, which is fucking nice for a change. They actually make them feel like they're in their early 20s or mid 20s and shit. Now they feel like teenagers.
Yeah.
They talk like teenagers. I'm excited for this. It's the unpopular opinion because Shredder's not a part of it really, but I loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated. The fight with Raphael and Leonardo. I remember watching that. It was great. It was great.
The TMNT one?
TMNT.
Okay, I gotta revisit it. I haven't watched
that. I love that. It's a great movie. I know you don't get Shredder. I know you don't get Krang, but it's the Turtles in a different story. I fucking dig the shit out of it, and this I actually kind of like. Yeah, I heard Seth Rogen again, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But these guys, they feel like kids. They feel like.
What do you think of the designs?
I'm actually good with it because they feel young.
And they feel like Ninja Turtle. Like there's a little bit. They're doing a little bit with the bandanas and the glasses, but this is still in the vein of the old cartoon.
It feels like the Ninja Turtles, dude. Like that's the thing. It feels like it, even with the change.
The Turtles wearing garbage and looking fucking weird with the garbage fucking shit. Like I didn't like the designs. I hated those fucking designs in those movies. But I think the designs look cool. I like the animation style. Like they're ripping off Into the Spider-Verse, which I'm okay with.
I'm glad they did.
I just watched more and more anime movies are kind of blending the CG and 2D animation. Like Puss in Boots did that. I just watched Puss in Boots the other day, and it kind of had that feel where it's kind of blending 2D and 3D animation, which I think there's a good medium to it because just straight up 3D movies are getting kind of boring. I like how they're kind of like blending the genres, and you have animation, you have you can do anything. It's great that they're blending all these medias together and making these kind of movies. So yeah, no, I'm digging this take. Seth Rogen, he's been pretty good at adapting comic book stuff, so it's pretty exciting. What they got going on over there.
I don't like Seth Rogen as an actor, but as a producer, he's fucking killing it, dude.
He's definitely one of those guys that kind of plays the same.
He's the same dude and everything. He's Seth Rogen.
But I like Seth Rogen.
I like Seth Rogen too, but it's just
he needs to
as long as we can call that what he is. He is not the greatest actor. He's the same dude in every movie, but he makes good shit.
He's good in the Fablemans.
I need to watch that. I need to watch that still.
He stretches out his. I think.
I hope so.
He stretches out his acting chops in that. Krista TMT thing sounds neat. It looks cool. It looks fun. It's gonna be a fun animated movie. I like what they're doing animation right now, but it looks fun. All right, let's jump into some of these. Oh my god! Did you see the comics action figures in the store window at the Mission Comics on 18th, 19th? It's they have the old mural of Mission Comics in the window, and he has a great.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I told him if you ever have to get rid of it, let me know. I want to buy it. I'll take care of it if he wants to get rid of it. He's got a cool display with the HasLab Galactus in the front with a bunch of action figures. He has a really cool display on the window. So if you're ever by the Mission, go check out Mission Comics and go check out the display. Yeah, it's a pretty cool display. Hopefully, that's why they have a roll down window gate when they leave, so no one will fuck with it. Lori said Charlie Sheen would have been a pro baseball player if he didn't break his wrist.
The Estevezes both were fucking great athletes, except Emilio was more of a big man on campus, but Charlie Sheen was the athlete. He actually played high school baseball.
You know what? Fuck Charlie Sheen. Yeah, you should read up what he did to Corey Haim. So fuck that.
I know, I get that, but once again, I separate artists from. He's a piece of shit dude.
No, when you're diddling kids, man, that's a no.
He's a piece of shit dude.
Renee, a new Star Wars trilogy 12, 22, 23. Nope.
No.
Not yet.
Nope.
They're gonna wait to announce. They're gonna fire Kathleen Kennedy.
Nope.
Once,
if it's brought by Favreau or Filoni, yes.
It's not coming this year. First of all, they
definitely not.
They would have been
going to be this year.
No, they're gonna after Indy 5 comes out, they're gonna get rid of Kathleen Kennedy. They're gonna have a new thing, and then we're gonna hear some announcements about some movies. But yeah, we're not getting a Star Wars movie for at least 2 years. You're not gonna see one until 2025 at least.
2025?
Yeah, at least. Never forget Sizemore was a few episodes of China Beach.
He was in a lot of TV.
Oh yeah, I remember him from China Beach. It was actually a good show. Who's the Dana Delaney? Oh,
Dana Delaney.
Oh, she was so hot.
I love all those Vietnam shows. Tour Duty, China Beach, I actually have a fucking soft spot for MASH.
Yeah. Steven Spielberg talk on Late Show about UFOs and extraterrestrial aliens. I haven't seen that one.
They made his career.
Uh,
I want to see that.
Yeah, there was talk about there was
Return with a Vengeance.
E.T. Return of the Vengeance home phone. There was talk about an E.T. sequel, and they kind of like if read up on it, it's kind of interesting. Like what they talk about him like going back to the planet, and there's like a war going on. He has to come back to Earth and shit. It's kind of interesting where they were going to take E.T.
Interesting.
Rita, do you two partake in herbs?
Cheech and Chong.
Constantly. Constantly.
Hey man, it's Labrador.
That's my pain and depression medicine right there. Get Depardieu as a French chef or Jean Reno.
I agree.
Jean Reno would have been awesome. That's a good choice.
Depardieu would have been a great. Just imagine that voice too.
Depardieu is way too old at this point, man.
As a chef, come on, Ray. As a chef, he's not the lead. He's not trying to fucking, he's not trying to bed Ariel.
Well, they should have got fucking French Stewart. I think that would the only guy could have played him.
French Stewart as a French chef, just because his name is French.
There you go. You got it. You deciphered the code, Rick. Thank you.
Got it.
All right, we're gonna go through this quick. Rick's declining. All right,
going down.
All right, so let's talk about the Oscars, man. Oscars this year. I used to be a huge fan of the Oscars.
So was I.
Back in the day, I'm a big movie fan, and as you are, like it was like the Super Bowl for movies, man. It's just back in the day. Back in the day, there's always like issues. I always had like the movies that we love, the movies that we are into, never really won. It was always the art house, fucking
Shakespeare in Love.
I was supposed to say Shakespeare in Love. Those kind
Shakespeare
of
in Love.
The best picture, the fact that Scorsese took so long to win an Oscar was ridiculous. The fact that 3 6 Mafia won an Oscar before Scorsese is always gonna fucking grind my gears.
Fucking Hustle and Flow sucked, bro. I don't care what anybody tells me. Yeah. It's not very good. Oh, the soundtrack. Fuck the soundtrack.
Yeah. But this year, this is one of the first years I actually watched a lot of the Best Picture nominees, which is, I watched The Fabelmans, I watched Avatar, I watched Top Gun, I saw Banshees in Sharon, I saw Everything Everywhere. This was the first year I actually did a pretty good. I had watched more than half of the nominees, so I was pretty invested in this Oscars. And a lot of people that we love, were nominated this year, and a lot of movies that we love was actually like the fact that Everything Everywhere went from released last March to Academy Award winner, which is it came
Juggernaut.
It just came to my favorite movie. I remember seeing it when it first came out, and it was like super limited.
Straight up.
I just, dude, this movie's amazing. I was everybody that would listen to me, my fucking ramblings, like, dude, this movie's amazing. Like, people need to watch this. And then it started getting more of a word of mouth, and people started watching it, and it blew up, and then it just kind of kept going. And and like in my like that kind of movie doesn't normally get nominated for like Oscars. It's a weird movie. It's multiverse. It's all this weird concept. It's like a kung fu family movie.
But it's a great fucking movie.
Yeah. And so that movie won big, and probably I cried. I fucking teared up a little bit.
That's my guy, man.
Dude, the fact that he won Ke Quan. I can't say
Ke Quan.
Ke Quan. The fact that he won an Oscar, like that's like I'm probably never gonna win an Oscar. It's just,
he won it for us. Goonies never say die, Ray.
Yeah, and it's the fact that this kid that I grew up, loving. Data is my favorite character from Goonies. I love Data. And
Data and Mikey. Yeah.
Yeah. He was my favorite guy. And the fact that this kid and his story, man, just like he's told it, like, he quit acting. He gave up on him. These guys, the Daniels, gave him a chance. And the fact that he won a lot of awards this award season, but this one it's an Oscar, man. That's top of the fucking line, man. You hold that forever, man. But him winning, I teared up, man. It just felt like we won. Like this was ours, man. And then Jamie Lee Curtis, her speech, she talked about genre films and how like this is all for us. This is for the horror fans. This is for the
this is for all of us.
Yeah. So it's just a great Oscars. The fact that that picture right there.
Michelle Yeoh. Look
Michelle
at
Yeoh.
that's what I was gonna say, dude. Look at those winners right there.
That's these guys are these
my
are all
God.
first time nominees. Brendan Encino Man won a fucking Oscar, man. Brendan
Encino Man won a fucking Oscar, dude.
Yeah, and
he's a great dude. I've always loved Brendan Fraser since I saw him.
Yeah.
He's like not just a good dude, but he's just like on screen, dude. I don't care what anybody says. The only person who I think could have took over for Indiana Jones without having to look like Harrison Ford would have been Brendan Fraser because of the fucking Mummy.
Yeah,
I loved him in the Mummy.
Like Brendan Fraser was all over the '90s, man. He was all over. He was
School Ties is still his to me. I haven't seen The Whale yet, which I definitely want to see. But to me, School Ties is one of his best performances.
Yeah, he was rumored to be Superman at one day. Back
I wish that would have been nice. But you heard his thing on that, right? That he felt that if he was Superman, that he was never going to be Brendan Fraser again. He was always going to be Brendan Fraser Superman.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that you're
going to care. You have to wear it.
Yeah, for the rest of your life. Like you know, especially if you do really good at it. Like Chris, if you're really good at the role, you're going to be known. And there's people that kind of could get out of it. Like Keaton. It took a while, but Keaton kind of got out of he's the only Batman guy. And Reeves never got out. He was always Superman. Any role he popped up, Superman. Like there's no way he could shake it. But
these were our Oscars, like you said, though.
Yeah, the broadcast was great. It was like I felt like all right.
Jimmy Kimmel
did good. He talked
great.
He talked shit about Will Smith, which is great.
Yeah, he did. And he called but it's great that he called him out in the way he did. He pretty much threw out there that the fucking Academy or they didn't do shit for when they saw that. He's like, yeah, I got fucking everybody coming at me, and then all those cuts that he did, Guillermo del Toro, fucking Andrew Garfield, who else? Michael B. Jordan, and then finally Guillermo, the security guard. But all that shit was great. I fucking love that he did that. And
it was a good broadcast. Like they didn't linger on. There was not too many sketches that lasted too long.
One thing.
Good.
And you know what the one thing is? One problem that I always have, and this is why, as much as I love everything that happened, the one thing they always fuck up on
in memoriam
is the in memoriams.
Yeah.
They don't pay people their due, man.
That was kind of disingenuous too. They put the fucking
the QR code. Fuck you guys.
And then there's
you can spend 5 minutes for that shit. One commercial. You don't have to show extra. One commercial.
And there was kind of a little nitpicky, like, Kevin Conroy was a TV voice actor.
Legend.
Yeah, but he wasn't a movie guy. He was not. It
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's not about legends. It's people that worked in the movies, man. Like he wasn't. He didn't.
I get that still.
For the Emmys, yes.
Paul Sorvino, legend.
Paul Sorvino, yes. Anne Heche, even though I wasn't.
Anne Heche, still.
Yeah,
she had a lot of great performances. They at least should have acknowledged her. Yeah, for me, it goes all the way back to fucking Farrell.
I don't care.
Fuck them.
I love the in memoriam, but I don't care if it lasts 10 minutes. Give everyone their fucking due.
Everybody, and you're gonna have to give everybody more their due. There's been a lot more performances since back then.
Cut out some of the bullshit like dance numbers and fucking music. Not everyone needs to fucking have a fucking music.
You can keep all that. If it means this much to you guys, cut the fucking commercials. That's all they got to do. But they won't because it's money. You don't have to cut out the performances because I don't think it's fair to the performers or to the musicians, and I get that part. But to the commercials, you don't have to fucking have that shit. Fuck the commercials, dude.
Best song is the worst fucking category. It's the excuse to have Rihanna and Lady Gaga on the show. The best song doesn't really most of the time. The best song is in the end credits. It doesn't really have anything to do with the fucking movie. It's just
the movie. It doesn't set no tone or anything.
I'd rather have a fucking medley of all the scores and shit play. Like I don't care about the fucking the soundtracks are kind of the score, original music for movies. Like there's been some good ones, but for the most part, it's just something to play during the end credits, and it's something to fucking slap it on a CD. So let's go through some of the winners. Let's see. I'll go through the big ones. I got to see this All Quiet on the Western Front.
That's on Netflix too.
Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah, like the shots they were showing and the score they played. It was. I was definitely more curious to check this out. Best visual effects. Avatar was like no. That was like no shit. There, Avatar was going to win.
It's fucking That's still the best special effects I've seen in any movie
Yeah.
ever.
Pretty good.
Ever.
Pretty clean. And best cinematography went to All Quiet on the Western Front. Like the cinematography looks good, but
It's a war movie.
Deakins came out and said that no, the best cinematography of the year was the Batman. That should have been not the fact that the Batman was.
I agree with that.
That was
I
bullshit.
agree with that.
Everything all best original screenplay. Daniel Kwan and the Daniels won for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Was that screenplay is awesome. They were great too the whole night. They were just like if me and Rick won an Oscar, that would be us up there just fucking like
yeah, going crazy.
all goofy and crazy. And
hey, it still can fucking happen.
Best adapted.
I'm gonna make it happen.
Best adapted screenplay is Sarah Polley. I didn't know she was a screenwriter. That's cool.
Dude, Sarah Polley's one of the most talented people in fucking in Hollywood.
Best director, the Daniels won for Everything Everywhere at Once. Again, that movie just all direction. There was a lot of talk about Fabelmans being Spielberg winning for Fabelmans.
He already won.
He's won his, and this is cool getting the young kids some love. Guillermo del Toro won for Pinocchio, best animated feature. I still haven't got through Pinocchio. I tried to watch for 10 minutes. I couldn't. It was kind of rough.
Fucking sad.
Yeah, I don't want to be depressed. It's like I need some upbeat. Puss in Boots, The Last Witch was my that movie was actually surprisingly really good.
We just want to be, we want to be happy.
Let's see. All Quiet on the Western Front, one's for best score. That score sounds awesome. I definitely want to see that. Jamie Lee Curtis winning for best supporting actress, and people were like bitching about Angela Bassett. Like, she was
no. Okay, look, Ray.
She was the best.
No.
Hold on, let me finish. She was the best actor in the trailer. I tell you that.
Okay,
all her fucking scenes in the trailer.
That's exactly what I was about to say. For her amount of screen time, she had one like 2-3 minute fucking scene where she was great. One. Jamie Lee fucking knocked it out every time she was on screen in that movie. I seen both movies. You've seen both movies. But it's just people who probably haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, and they've only seen Wakanda Forever. And there's a lot of folks that only seen that one over the other one. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, the people bitching are probably that's the only movie they saw out of any of these fucking movies. Like,
Thank you. If they would have saw Jamie Lee Curtis's performance, dude, she definitely earned that shit. She had so many scenes.
It's not that she went from like a normal accountant, like IRS accountant, to like a pro wrestler in like a snap of a beat. Like
she was the evil villain almost at the end, pretty much.
She's great, and it's just like she deserved it. I think she deserved. Hugh Quinn. It was no doubt he was going to win. He was fucking awesome.
Oh shit.
Let's see, Michelle Yeoh. Again, she was amazing as in that movie. She was just playing all the characters she did, the way she did it, and Brendan Fraser for the Whale. I haven't seen the Whale yet, but Colin Farrell is really good in Banshees of Inisherin. Have you seen that one yet? The Banshees.
I haven't, and I love those two after fucking In Bruges.
Yeah,
In Bruges.
Yeah, it's definitely it's.
Is it a sequel to that movie? It's not a sequel to that movie, is it?
No.
Okay, something else completely different because those two dudes are great. They could be Jack Lemmon and fucking who was the other one? Oh god, The Odd Couple. Was it Jack Lemmon and Willie Matthau or Walter Matthau? Yeah, that's who they can be. That I would love to see just movies with those two. Fucking, we don't have that anymore. Martin and Lewis, it could be.
We have Jane Silent Bob. What are you talking about, man?
Who?
Jane Silent Bob. We got Jane.
That's about it. And
there's not really. We don't really have comedic duos right now.
Exactly.
Kristen loves French Stewart. Lori didn't watch it all. I have my own issues for the results.
You didn't watch all the movies, or you didn't watch all the Oscars?
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? I didn't watch because I kind of don't watch anymore. But I was so happy to hear some of the results. People getting recognized finally. But the thing is, look, as much as people get recognized, now you have people like, oh, well, they didn't have a woman director. Well, maybe there wasn't a woman who was like worth to be with these directors this time. Is that fair to say, or we have to have like a person in there all the time? Like, do we have to have the token Latin director? Robert Rodriguez has never been fucking nominated for a fucking Oscar.
He's never really done any Oscar-worthy.
Hey, fuck you, man. From Dusk Till Dawn is a fucking gem. I'll die on that fucking hill.
Brendan Fraser in Gods and Monsters is brilliant.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
That's always bothering me. Why don't they have the orchestra play part of the scores? And they used to do that. They used to do that back in the day.
Yeah, before fucking pop culture came into this shit and fucked it all up. That's a Tullamore dude talking.
Renee, I'm not reading all this Wolf Smith crap. I don't really care.
That was hilarious though. That's why I started chuckling for a second.
No,
I get it. I hate
Lori
Will Smith
should have
too, bro. It's all good.
her second word. She should have been nominated for
Unbelievable.
Crouching Tiger. She probably would have been.
No, I don't want to hear that. I saw Crouching Tiger. It wasn't that great. It was beautiful. Cinematography was great. Best movie, definitely not. Sorry. It was good, dude. Cinematography wise, that movie's beautiful.
Yeah, it wasn't
performances.
Not one of my favorite movies, but she was good in it. She was really good.
No, she was.
Yeah. I'm saying the movie was good. I'm saying she was like. There's a lot of times where actors do great performances and not great movies. So. All right, but yeah, this was the best Oscars in a long time.
It was the most just Oscars in a long time.
Yeah, that's a good point for that. Like I think the right people.
Right people won.
Yeah, in my opinion, and like film is subjective. You can have your,
I totally understand that. But when film is subjective, when people are telling me that fucking, they're always saying, "Oh, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen." I'm like, well, then you've really had a horrible life if that's the only movie you've seen and you think that's the greatest movie.
Watch some more fucking movies.
No doubt.
Lori wants to fight you.
Fight me on what? Bring it. Fight Rick. That should be a fucking show. Fight Rick. Bring your argument against me. I'll fucking fight I'll die on hills, left and right. Gunny highway.
The fact that a multiverse weird kung fu with a raccoon Cooey has won an Oscar. I think that's great, man. If they going forward, see, they made these changes the last couple of years, getting some more young folks in here in the Academy, and kind of like, dude, like the fact that Top Gun was nominated, like it was, it's a movie that
it's Star Wars.
It's Star Wars, yeah. It's a good it's the best Star Wars movie in the last few years.
No doubt.
Yeah, so I hopefully they keep going with this. If they do keep nominating these kind of movies and these kind of people are winning, this is this will get me to watch next year if they do.
I'm probably gonna watch next year based on this.
Yeah, well, it depends who. Like if they if they backtrack and like start nominating the art house fucking films and the films that we're Oscar bait fucking movies.
Can I ask you a question? I'm not sure who the nominees were. All right. But you said cinematography, what one?
All Quiet on the Western Front.
How the fuck wasn't Dune on there? Or was it?
That was 2 years ago, buddy.
Oh, fuck, already? I'm still thinking Dune's the most beautiful movie I've ever seen, dude. Sorry. Dude should win a game. It's like games of the year. You can fucking have a game 2 years ago. It's still game of the year this year. There were shit games.
Yeah, but the movie looks. All Quiet on the Western Front looks fucking really good. So
I do want to see that. I still haven't seen that. I don't want to talk shit.
Mad at that movie if it looks like that. But great awards show. All right. Yeah, definitely the best Oscars I've seen since probably the 90s, I would say.
Dude, this version of the Oscars, the way all the winners were, you know what I felt like? It was the MTV Movie Awards. Yeah, the right people won.
They just need Best Kiss, Best Kiss, Best Fight Scene. I wouldn't mind them like kind of up in some of the category. Like I wouldn't mind seeing like Best Stunt Coordinator, Best Ensemble and like shit.
Well,
like that.
I think it's time to recognize look. They recognize the special effects, right? I think Rick, creature creator Rick Baker fucking was famous for that, being the first guy to win on that. But yeah, I think you're right. Stunt coordinators should be fucking.
Yeah, dude, stunt coordinators.
How you gonna tell me Wu Ping shouldn't have won for The Matrix? The Matrix could have been a fucking an Oscar-winning movie if it wasn't. Can't remember.
Right. All right. Let's jump.
Sorry.
Let's
it's a great show, right?
So in no shit news of the week, James Gunn's directing Superman Legacy. This was pretty much all but confirmed back when they were like he was writing it. He's been very like posting a lot of Superman stuff on his Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And dude, it's fucking. This is going to be the start of their Gods and Monsters phase of
Gods and Monsters
DCU. So this was kind of like no shit. He's going to direct this. I'm fucking super excited about this because James Gunn took all these like weird, quirky characters and did some great shit with them. Now he's gonna get the fucking main guy. He's gonna get Superman,
and the money behind it.
So this is July 25th, July 11th, 2025. This is so this a little bit of a plot. We got to focus on Superman balancing Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. He's an embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way. He is kindness in a world that thinks kindness is old fashioned. This was reported. That was Safran said back in late January. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. On Wednesday, Gunn explained that he hesitated taking on the Superman movie, even though he was offered the character, but ultimately taking on the Suicide Squad for Warner Brothers. He said, I initially said no because I didn't have a way that I felt unique and fun and emotionally gave Superman his dignity he deserved. Then less than a year ago, I saw in a way in many ways centered around Superman's heritage, how both his altruistic Kryptonian parents and his Kansas farmer parents inform who he is and choices he makes. So yeah, this is like a no-brainer. He's gonna kill it. You know, you saw what he did with Bright. I think he wrote Brightburn too, right? Or did he just produce it?
No, I'm not. I think he just produced. I'm not sure. I'll look it up, but I think he just produced it. I want to say.
I think he might have co-wrote it. I don't know, but he understands these characters, and him. That he saw what he did with Rocket Raccoon and Groot and Star-Lord, like these obscure fucking characters. Now he's gonna have the greatest.
He produced it. The Gunn brothers wrote it. Brian Gunn and Mark Gunn.
Okay, so he knows how to deal. He knows these characters. He's a comic book fan. He's a geek, like a lot of us. So he's like, and he's gonna set the tone for what this universe is gonna be, and it just makes sense for him to be the one to direct this first movie. Kind of set the tone for what what's going to come after it, and what's going to be the next 10 years of DC movies. This is exciting news. I think we talked before about like J.J. Abrams and Spielberg directing Superman would have been kind of our choices if we had our druthers. But yeah, I like this news, and it's no shit. But yeah, what do you think, man?
No, I fucking love this move. The only thing that gets me is I know a lot of people are fucking going crazy about this, mostly the Snyder fans. They're like, well, I don't want to hear fucking just like some weird music. That's cool music. Don't get me wrong. He has an ear for music. But just like some obscure tracks in this one. I definitely want a whole score. I don't want the poppy tunes in this much as much.
Yeah, even though Gunn loves his music and stuff.
Yeah, Gunn loves his music. I just don't. I kind of agree on that. I don't want it infused in Superman.
Yeah,
I think Superman deserves a score.
You could have.
I don't want this to be Willow. I don't want this to be Willow. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But it's that misuse of music in this certain property. It's just not going to work. Mm-hmm. Although I love this announcement that he's going to direct because he's a great director. People are going to hate because they're Snyder fanboys.
Yeah, I love Snyder.
He's a good director, man.
I love what Snyder was doing, but they need to get over the fucking Snyderverse shit, man. It's over. We're going to get a semi-ending with Flash and Aquaman. I'm hearing Aquaman's dog shit, but it looks like Flash is going to be the movie where we kind of reset a bunch of shit. So, hey, man, we had some good shit. We didn't get to see it all the way played all the way out. But we got some good shit, man, out of the Snyderverse. I think the Snyder fanboys need to calm the fuck down and move on, and just appreciate what we got now, man. And if you don't like it, don't watch it, man. You can always rewatch fucking the 10 hours of the Snyder cut.
But I love that they will watch it after they hear the reviews. Like, I hear people still talking about, like, well, this is not my Batman. And the only thing they go back to is, he was in Twilight. I'm like, well, you got to look past that. Hey, if you're going to be an actual reviewer, you got to look past that shit.
Hey, man, I was on that fence, but hey, I saw the movie and it was great. It's probably, great. It keeps every time I watch it, I fall in love with it even more.
Right.
Yeah, it's so yeah, I think we're just gonna move. It's great news. I think we're gonna be hearing cast. I think we'll hear some casting by the
end of the year.
Probably Comic-Con. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear some stuff by then.
By late spring, summer,
midsummer.
Because if it's coming out in 2025, he doesn't have to film until 2024.
Yeah, well, they're probably going to be filming early 2024, so we'll probably hear something.
Okay, all right. I was thinking a little bit later in this year.
Summer or fall, I think we're going to hear a casting, some kind of casting, because that's going to be a big deal. They're going to make a big show of it, like Superman.
Since he said he's adapting All-Star. So who's the main villain?
One of the
Lex?
inspirations. It's one of the inspirations. I don't mind Lex being in it.
Neither do I, because you have to establish a new fucking Lex for this fucking this world.
Honestly, Lex Luthor has never been done right on the big screen.
No doubt. I do love Gene Hackman though.
Gene Hackman was great because he's Gene Hackman, but
no doubt
he wasn't a great Lex Luthor.
No. I'm not saying he was.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying he had a great performance still.
Yeah, I think we get. Yeah, I think if we have Luthor, have him in the background. I want to see fucking Metello. I want to see Brainiac. I want to see some of these villains that we've never seen before used on the big screen. I think Brainiac and Metello make sense because you can have Brainiac send Metello, transform some guy and make him fight Superman, and that's and then the big brawl with Brainiac at the end. Yeah, so
no Black Adam.
No, I think Rock's not.
Sorry, I couldn't help.
No, that's never happening again. But it's exciting news, man. I'm excited about it, man.
I am too.
Yeah, this is the no shit segment of the week. Yeah,
I'm happy to hear that because I love him as a director. I'm just worried about the soundtrack. I just want to know that he's got a great composer with him.
Yeah. And I love that Hans Zimmer fucking Man of Steel score. That's probably one of my favorite fucking superhero scores of all time.
Who would you get to score it? I know I couldn't pry him from fucking Marvel, but my guy would be Michael Giacchino.
Giacchino would be great.
I would love to hear his score.
I like the stuff that Ludwig Göransson does. So,
Mandalorian, right?
Yeah, he does Mandalorian. Shit, fucking Trent Reznor and Atticus, man. They be doing some crazy fucking shit.
Mind blown. That would be I'd be my most listened to soundtrack. Them two doing Superman.
That'd be cool. I dig it. Lori, I'll let you know if there's any news at Comic-Con about whatever.
You're a correspondent. Yeah. Name drop.
Well, who would you cast as Lex Luthor?
That's a good one. I've always said, and he knows it's just like because he's a bald guy. Bryan Cranston's one of them.
He's bald.
Honestly. I still would cast him because I think he would make a great Lex for the fucking DCU. Fucking Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
I love Rosenbaum's fucking.
Can't go back to that well, man. That's not. They're never going back to that well right there.
Multiverse, Ray. Multiverse.
No, man.
They have to show a small scene in fucking The Flash where they fucking show Berlanti shit, even as bad as it is. Fucking just mix it into. Give me that Luthor. It's like keeping the X-Men. We get to keep certain X-Men. Yeah, we keep that Luthor. Hey, fucking Ned Beatty, bro. I love it.
Luthor.
Mr. Luthor Otisburg.
Otisburg.
It's just a little piece of land, Mr. Luthor.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who you cast? Who you cast?
I'm trying to think of some like new fuckers. He's got to have a good voice. Got to have a presence about him. Just kind of a.
I would like to cast a guy like Mark Strong, but he's fucking been poisoned to these franchises.
That came across my head too.
It'd be great, but he's fucking poisoned now at this point. It's like I forgot what actor was another guy who came onto any franchise and just fucked it all up. Who's the last guy who did that shit? Who would be a good one?
I don't know. I think you could. I don't know. I'm trying to think of somebody like newish.
You know who would be great? You want a gender swap? Give me Giancarlo Esposito as fucking Lex Luthor.
That's a race swap. I don't know if that's a gender swap.
Oh, gender swap. I said gender. My bad. It's the fucking race swap.
If you want to go, yeah.
He would no, but tell me he wouldn't be a great.
Lex Luthor. Black dude. I would go with Idris Elba. Shave him.
No. That's my Martian Manhunter, bro. It's my Martian Manhunter.
He's gonna play.
Luther becomes John Jones. Fuck yeah.
Luther,
not Luthor. Luther. Who would you cast though? Who would you cast? You said Idris Elba.
No, that's not my choice. Fuck, I'm trying to think, man. It's
George Clooney.
Hey, so supposedly he's gonna show up in The Flash.
Oh, don't say that, dude. You're fucking. It's a chapter where he's shutting the book on all this shit. Michael Keaton counts. They don't.
Michael Keaton would be a good Lex Luthor. Bring him back. Who? Michael Keaton would have been a good one.
John Cryer?
No. No. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. I gotta think about
Tarantino.
that. I gotta think about that one. All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Go back to that.
Roy. About
No,
to
I want to know. That'd be a great. Who would we should come out with that episode? Who we would cast in certain realm, certain
cast.
roles.
I think we let's cast the DCU. Let's cast the new DCU
Coming up. All right, I'm on it.
Cast, Damien cast fucking.
Ooh,
all right,
Damien's a hard one. That's unknown. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, unknown for sure. Thoughts on the new Mando season so far?
You caught up?
Night, I'm caught up. Yeah, that last
I'm
night.
caught up.
That last night.
Great. Hey, yeah, did a lot of catching up last night.
Yeah, there you go. It was good. I liked it. I liked the. It was a little slow in the middle, but I appreciate what they were doing.
It's story, bro. It's pacing.
I love the Mando, the backstory for the Mandalorians, the way they're kind of fleshing out the story. No spoilers, but it's definitely they got some cool shit they're building too. So I'm excited. Bo-Katan was great in this episode too, man. She's awesome, man. I'm really loving her character in this. So yeah. Chris, I'm digging the new Mando season so far. I'm learning more about the Mando, Din, and Mandalore. It has good creature makeup too. Yeah, the creature designs are fucking awesome, man. Yeah, all the space battles and the creature designs, everything's fucking great.
Morlock, Trey. They fucking gave me an updated fucking Morlock.
Yeah, they look cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and if you saw last week the big reveal of the character, big in like Star Wars lore, so that was cool. Defoe has Lex Luthor. No. Fucking Joke. He should play Joker if anything.
Defoe.
Willem Dafoe. Willem.
Who? Okay, yeah. Who would you would cast him as Joker?
Actually, Ben Mendelsohn as Luthor would be kind of cool, man.
No, he has too squinty face. No, I know.
Give me your blue steel, bro. Come on.
That's his fucking Sorrento face from fucking Ready Player One. No, I don't need that shit.
Blue steel.
Look like Dre.
All right,
No.
that's all right. Let's get through this part. All right, so let's talk about the Scream 6. This just dropped last week. We got to see it. This is part 6 in the Scream franchise. This is taking them the characters out of their comfort zone in at Woodsboro and taking them into New York City, big time New York. Ghostface takes Manhattan. So we'll talk some what we liked about the movie. Then we'll go jump into a little bit of spoilers about it. And there's a lot to talk about. We'll do a short spoiler thing, about some of the spoilers. We don't spoil too much, but you should definitely go check it out if you're a fan of the Scream movies. I think this is on the higher end for me of the Scream movies. I enjoyed this one a lot, man. I'm enjoying this new cast. I get the complaint you have about the one. I think she's a little the sister.
Yes, thank you.
She does a little too much. Like, okay, we get it. You're trying to be Randy so hard. But I like Jenna. Jenna Ortega can do fucking no wrong, in my opinion, right now. She's fucking killing it, man. She killed As Wednesday. She's killing these movies. I just watched the episode of Hot Ones she was in a couple of days ago. That she was fucking hilarious. She's fucking badass. I loved how, she talked about she changed the script for Wednesday because they were trying to do too like goofy like CW shit, and she's like, no, we're gonna do it like this. She's a badass. I'm liking her a lot. And what's her name? Melissa
Herrera.
Yeah. I'm digging her. If you haven't seen the last Scream movie, she's Billy Loomis's
daughter.
I'm digging these. I like dude too. What's his name? Chad.
Mason Gooding. Oh,
yeah.
Fucking love this guy, dude.
He's charming as fuck. I love this. I love this character.
He is great.
The cast is great, man. We got Samara Weaving shows up. Courtney Cox comes back. Hayden Panettiere, Kirby from the Part 4 comes back. I thought this was a fun Scream movie, man. I thought the kills were brutal and creative. Some of the stuff you could kind of see coming. We'll talk about.
I saw the whole thing coming.
Yeah, it was kind of telegraphed, but I dug the little twists and turns they kind of threw in there. This was a fun Scream movie, man. I thought this was really cool, man. I actually like Dylan McDermott in it. He's in it. McDermott.
Dermot Mulroney.
Oh, what did I say?
Dylan McDermott. Yeah, although the names are similar and they kind of look alike, except Dylan McDermott is just he's the fucking guy from.
You sure about that?
No, dude, trust me, Dermot Mulroney.
Sorry, Dermot Mulroney.
Dude, he was the guy from Young Guns Part 2. Dermot Mulroney. I know my shit, bro.
They sound similar. They look similar. So don't get mad at me.
Kind of look alike. It's the ugly version and the good-looking version.
And you get some. It's like Josh Segura, who played Pug in She-Hulk. He's in this too.
He's good.
He's getting it. I actually liked the last one. I know you had some issues, but I actually dug the last one. I think you rewatch it. I think you like it.
We'll get to that.
All right, and then Scream 6. I think a very good. If you're a fan of Scream, I think this is up there. It's probably my second favorite Scream movie.
Oh wow! Okay.
After the first one, I think it might be my second favorite one.
Okay.
I like the second one until they killed Randy, and then it was kind of downhill from there. But me personally, this is my choice. You can have your opinion, Rick.
No doubt. It's just my opinion's been vindicated by so many sites that this is the order that they have, and it's almost the exact same order.
Sites, Rick.
It's just different sites, dude. Joe Blow, fucking come on.
But who are these people that are writing these on?
But and the comment section is fucking confirm my fucking shit. Okay?
Oh yeah, the internet's never been wrong about anything.
No, they haven't, but when they agree with me, they're correct.
Yeah, that doesn't prove shit, Rick. But okay.
It does. What's wrong with you, dude?
Live in your delusional Rick world. I'm happy for
you. It's okay. I'm just trying to bring everybody into my world.
Man, what'd you think?
All right, can we put spoilers here?
Not yet. I want to hear your non-spoiler opinion first.
So, okay, put it like this. For me, this is my third favorite Scream movie.
Okay.
And
you're a big fan of 4, right?
I'm a huge fan of 4. I think 4 is the second best.
See, my problem with 4 is I don't believe the killers. Those are two unbelievable killers, man.
I totally get that. I totally get that.
Tiny, dude. I don't believe them as
the movie's still clever though.
And Jackie's more believable as a killer than fucking.
No doubt. But the movie up to that point is and there you go. That's the whole thing. Going back to 2. 2 has 2 strikes against it for me. They killed Randy, and fucking Aunt Jackie was the killer. Scream 4 it only has 1 strike, so that makes it just superior. For me, it's superior to number 2.
Yeah.
Scream 4 is better than number 2, in my opinion, because of that. Scream 2 had 2 fucking bad things. Scream 4 to me only had 1. The killers, I get it. I don't buy them. I understand their motives, but those 2 people, I don't buy. They could have had 2 different actors, and then maybe I would have bought it. Somebody who's and just better writing. I get it. But this movie,
we can all agree that the third one is the fucking worst one for sure.
Oh yeah, that's definitely my worst fucking movie.
Yeah.
But this movie here, Ray, you know how much I fucking hate 5. This made me want to go back and watch 5.
I think. You watched the I get what you're saying.
My hate. You get my hate.
But I think if you revisit it, you're very passionate about these things. I think if you especially about Scream. I think
my niece, especially about Scream.
Yeah, so I think if you go, exactly. If you go back and revisit it with some, fresh eyes, I think
fresh eyes.
Yeah.
The main thing for me is definitely Randy's niece. I don't buy it. I'm a very influential uncle. Both, a lot of my nieces and nephews, they all love me. Maybe 2 or 3.
But he had nothing to do with their upbringing at all.
I have, but a few years.
No, not at all. He was Randy died in 96 or 97.
Exactly.
So they probably weren't even born yet when they.
They just heard stories.
And they have videotapes. He did a bunch of he had a bunch of videotapes.
That's cool and all, but you're not going to take your personality from him.
Yeah, I think
you're still going to grow up being you because you're not around him. Being around somebody is one thing.
It's tries too hard to be like, oh, I'm.
That's the thing that kills me. It's just too hard to try. I love the other guy. They could have combined both characters because his character is fucking just lovable. He's almost like the new Dewey.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
He's almost like the new Dewey. You love him. It's just I still love Dewey. I'm still fucking pissed that they fucking killed Dewey. You're like, Dewey fucking survives.
Okay, they should kill Courtney Cox. I think I'm glad they.
Let's get into spoilers then.
I think they need to.
Spoilers.
All right, let's go with spoilers. Rick's
Yeah.
very excited about spoilers.
Fucking spoilers. That's one of the fucking things that fucking irked me. You said Courtney Cox didn't get killed. They should have killed her.
Yeah.
The body count ups. They fucking told us the rules at the beginning, and they didn't live by the rules. They lived by previous movies' rules. What good is it fucking giving us new rules? One of us can fucking die. None of you fucking died. You guys are all fucking Deweys. All of you were Deweys.
Yeah, I think they should have killed Courtney Cox. I think we should have had a big death in this. I think that every movie going forward, you should off one of the main characters, just to kind of give that more sense of like anything can happen, like anybody can die at any moment.
Anybody can die.
Yeah, which Dewey was a big shocker, and I like the way Dewey he went out like fucking.
He went out like a Jeep. But you know what? That's a shocking death. As much as I don't agree with it, it was a shocking death. Yeah. None of the deaths in this movie fucking shocked me. None of them.
No. And and I kind of knew Dude was going to come back too when he didn't really get stabbed in the heart. He got stabbed on the side.
Dude, I leaned into you at one point during the movie, and I was like, I know who the killer is.
Yeah, he was number one on my suspect list because the way he was, he kind of telegraphed his fucking his shit a couple times.
Do you know how early it got planted into my head? My dad's a cop. Bingo, right fucking there. My brother's dead. Bingo, right fucking there. People who didn't know it was this person are delusional.
Yeah.
They told you the rules after fucking 5 movies of what the rule is to this. The first movie was great. That's why it's the fucking best. They fucking red herringed every single person in that movie. Some people wore the same boots as Ghostface. Some people were walking around with a fucking knife. It's great.
Lori, do you need to watch the others to understand Screams? Yeah, I think it's pretty much like yeah, you do. Yeah.
Especially this movie.
Yeah.
Especially this movie. Yes. You have to, because they reference every single fucking movie.
They literally go into a museum of Scream. Like you definitely.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. That's a good way to point it. They revisit every fucking point in every movie.
References to every single, which all of them kind of do. The Scream movies.
Not as much as this one.
This one is pretty much like
This one's fucking fan service.
This is like a greatest hits.
I love this movie.
This is a greatest hits album of Scream. So
that's a great way to put it.
Yeah. Scream.
That's a great way to put
it. Scream spam.
Come on, scream. But did he see it? I just want to know if he saw it before he says it.
He's scared. He's riding his Peloton. He's not watching.
Does it just look like in the show?
But
sorry, Leo, I'm fucking 2 shot. I'm like 8 shot, 5 shots.
The beginning was good. I like Samara Weaving. What's her name?
Samara Weaving. That was great.
I love that twist. You get Tony Ravioli. What's his name? Tony Ravioli.
Dude, as soon as I saw him, I know I was gonna like it.
Yeah, and it's like I love the twist where you get the first kill, the phone killing the film teacher and all that. He's
fucking tripping. I love Scary Movie.
Now he's trolling.
There would be no Scary Movie without Scream.
Hashtag trolling.
Did he put that shit back on? I just took it off.
God damn it, Rick. He's out of control.
He's hacking us. He's hacking us.
I love that real. Yeah, again, the first kill and again the mask. The mask skipped. Pulled off right away, which is a great twist. It's like, oh shit, where are they going with this?
I love that the way they came in early, how Revelori was a fucking fanboy to Ghostface, and him and some other person were planning on everything, and they just got upended. That is a fucking great plot twist to start a fucking like a slasher flick to me. People who are disciples to this guy. But there's somebody else on the side that's like, yeah, this is my throne. Fuck you. And then they kill the would-be killers. That's fucking great.
Yeah, the Carpenter sisters. Yeah, I like their dynamic too. I like Jenna Ortega and what's her name? Melissa. What's her name?
Barrera.
Tara and what's her name in the movie? Tara and what's the sister's name? I like their chemistry.
Samantha.
Samantha and Tara. I like their chemistry a lot, man. They play. It's believable they're sisters, I think.
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of people have been saying on I'm on a lot of horror fucking group sites, and it pisses me off.
I'm on a lot of horror sites too. Yeah.
Yeah. Horror sites. Yeah.
Forsyth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these guys were fucking saying that Billy Loomis wouldn't fucking. Billy Loomis was a fucking slut. He slept with everybody in high school.
Yeah.
So he probably could have slept with the fucking Mexican girl in high school and had a fucking kid. Fuck you
totally
guys.
believable. Yeah,
Fucking
that's totally
racist
believable.
pricks.
He was banging all
Billy
the
Loomis can't fucking date a fucking Mexican chick.
He was
What's wrong
banging
with
all
you
the
guys?
housewives in fucking Woodsboro. Yeah, no, yeah. That's totally.
Yes, he was. Prick ass fucker.
Mhm.
Yeah, fucking Billy Loomis.
Think of Force Ghost Billy in this movie.
Okay, see, that's probably one of the things that irked me about the number 5. I don't like this part.
Kind of
I
takes me
don't
out of
want
it.
this.
A little bit.
No, yes,
Takes me out of it a little
it's a
bit.
different movie.
Yeah,
It's a different movie with this shit. Yeah, come on, do it. I don't want to see this shit.
yeah.
You had your time.
It kind of takes you out of the movie. Yeah, it's
So
too. It's too like sci-fi and like I don't think they'll ever go to like the you know the
You know who she is to me?
otherworldly type fucking movies.
She's Tommy Jarvis in Friday the 13th Part 5.
Yeah,
Is she the killer? Isn't she the killer? I know what she's capable. So you're saying that she's capable of it just because her dad was a serial killer? I don't want to hear that shit, dude. People get over that shit. People overcome. They improvise, overcome, and adapt. This is bullshit. They're just like relying on the trauma. Although the funny part was with the trauma with the psychiatrist, and then they killed her later on.
tricks.
Yeah,
it was close.
Psychiatrist.
You've never seen me very upset. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I like a lot of this movie.
What do you think of Kirby coming back?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
it's one of the characters from Part 4 that kind of in addition to when they reference other people in it. But I love Part 4. Part 4 is good because it changes everything. It comes back from it's the first movie that comes back and introduces a new class, a new group, and then they got rid of that group and introduced a new group.
Yeah,
like we know the Kirby survived, but we never really knew anything other than the legacy characters.
Did they make that clear in the fourth one that she survived?
Yeah, she survived, but we didn't know she became a fucking FBI agent. That was fucking weird. And then when, the only part I have a problem with this is the writing when it comes to the fucking trying to hide the identity of killers. You guys weren't fucking trying too hard.
Yeah, I think
you guys weren't trying too hard. That's the only part that
kind
of detracted from this for me.
He was like, "I lost my fam," like like that. It was a little too much.
Over dramatic.
Yeah, he was very over. Like the fact, like, okay, this guy's sus as fuck. So yeah, I think. What do you think of Courtney Cox? I think they should have killed Courtney Cox.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I was hoping they would kill her.
And they kind of like left it off screen too. They didn't really. They kind of said,
"Oh,
like,
they just mentioned she's alive." Bullshit.
Yeah. That's like Duke in the original G.I. Joe cartoon. Like, oh, Duke's alive, even though he originally died.
No, he's dead. He's gone.
Yeah, I think that, another thing, big thing about this movie, Sidney Prescott, which I'm okay with.
I'm okay with. Let her chill. She's dealt with a lot.
It would have made no sense for her to be in this movie. Like, she just happens to be in New York and all this shit's happening, or she travels to New York.
She lives on the Upper West Side, right?
No. She lives in the boonies. She I like that. Took her family to the cuts and like hit her.
And
family.
Doesn't want to have anything to do with anything.
Yeah, which is smart. Like, which a rational person in this world would probably fucking do. I have kids and a family. I'm getting get the fuck out of here. So yeah, and then they'll leave the door open for her to come back at some point. And
when it's time to kill the franchise, bring Sidney Prescott back.
Yeah, make her the killer. The next one.
Scream 10.
Yeah.
No, really. Let a lot of time. She can be the new Jamie Lee.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see like
this
these
cast.
characters. Yeah, this cast thrive. Maybe kill one of them off the next movie.
Who I want to die.
Yes, I think we're in agreement on that.
Both she should die. The dude lives.
I want Tara to survive all this. I love Tara.
I don't mind if Sam dies.
I want Tara and fucking Chad to go off into the sunset.
Yes.
That's the new Courtney Cox and Dewey. I want them to survive all of them.
Yes.
I want to see him have more of a role in the next one too. Like he was kind of playing second fiddle to a lot of the.
But he every moment he took in that movie, he was so fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
He was. That's and you know who else did that in Scream? The first Scream, Randy.
Yeah.
Every scene that he took, he was great.
Yeah, he was a scene stealer for sure. What was your favorite kill in the movie?
Dude, there's so many.
I did like the bodega scene. I thought that was fucking brutal. I thought that was fucking cool. Like seeing Ghostface like kind of not act like Ghostface and just kind of fucking go off.
The one thing I will say for this movie here, out of all the Scream movies, this one's the fucking most brutal.
Yeah, the kills are
It's
brutal.
fucking, it's gory, it's brutal. That's what propels it to number 3. It's fucking great. The story shit, but this is great.
The chick in the ladder was fucking cold, man. He dropped her off the ladder. The way she hits too.
And the thing is, we all know what's going on. I'm like, I seen this in Judgment Night. Here he's gonna fucking turn her over.
You just hear her fucking face smack against a garbage can. It was like, oh man, they show it too, man. They don't fucking shy away.
It was great, dude.
Yeah, I dig all the stuff in the museum too. I love like all like the self-referential shit too.
Greatest kill though. It wasn't really a kill, but I love the tension in the moment. Was when they stabbed Mindy in the fucking.
Yeah, those are. I can bet that.
Well, it's just the tension leading to that was so great because not everybody, you don't know who's Ghostface, and you know that somebody's on the fucking train, and it wasn't him, but you know who it was at the
yeah
point.
Yeah, but, and the killers are the brother and sister and the dad from the Quaid's character from last movie,
and that's what fucking sold me. She said that her fucking dad was a fucking cop, and then when she came out after they killed her, it was never a stab wound we saw. We never saw her get stabbed. We just saw her come out bloody. I seen this shit already. This was fucking Billy Loomis in Scream 1.
I like how they're kind of going off. Jack Quaid is like the new Billy Loomis. Like he's like legacy is going to kind of carry on. I like Jack Quaid a lot in the last movie.
I love Jack Quaid. He was great in that movie. He was a good bright spot in that movie.
Yeah. So they're kind of it's his father and his brother and sister are the killers, which I thought this was the first time we got a 3-killer scenario.
And it makes sense though.
Yeah, and I love the double when they both got up and they cleaned their knives at the same time. That was great.
Ghostface style.
That's a fucking straight up, like get nostalgia, fucking like just a great moment to see. I smiled when I saw that scene. That was great. That was
great.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought this was well executed, man. I dig what they're doing with this. What do you want to see from the next one? They're doing another one. It's going to be a
this is going on for a while.
Yeah.
They
found the right cast. They found the right time period, and they're going to getting better.
And they're getting clever. They're kind of getting clever, but it's just too.
Well, you're too much of an Ultimate Horror fan. Of course, you're going to figure out the.
It's just I don't want to figure it out. I want to be left in the dark. I definitely do want to be left in the dark, even as bad as it is sometimes. Part 4, like, oh, these two, fuck that.
Yeah, I think the second. I'm trying to think what like really shocked me.
One thing I do want to mention about this movie, Ray, is this movie did New York right.
Yeah,
you didn't have to go into Times Square, but you were in subways for a prolonged amount of time, and you felt it. You were in different parts of bodega. This movie felt at a school, film school or whatever. This film felt right in the location and the time. I appreciate that they did that better than fucking Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and they made reference to Jason Takes Manhattan. It was playing
many times.
Yeah, so it was they definitely knew what they were kind of referencing. I love the change of scenery too. I think having all the movies in Woodsboro was getting kind of stale. I think having a change of scenery for this was great. What do you think about Stu coming back at some point? Because they kind of hinted at it in this one too.
I've been waiting for that. Stu should be the person who's fucking starting everybody, putting them in the direction of doing this.
Like he's been doing that for years. He's been like on the online, kind of manipulating people online
and helping them out.
Yeah, I would be totally down with that, man. Just like Matthew Litter all scarred up and shit. He has like fucking his face all fucked up, and he's been kind of manipulating people. Fucking.
To me, you can't do that in the next movie. That's the movie you bring Sydney back for. The re-meeting between her and Stu.
Oh yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah,
I grew up Sid, and now he's back.
Yeah, there's no point in bringing him back if Sid's not involved. Yeah, for sure.
And they left the fucking door open on that.
Yeah,
that's the important part.
Yeah. So and then there's been kind of a rumor that he supposedly he was going to be the killer in ever since movie. 3. I think 3 was like a rumor he was going to be the killer, manipulating shit from like prison and shit.
Because we don't know if he's dead. Yeah. I'm so excited if they bring Stu back. Matthew Lillard needs work.
Yeah, he got hit with a TV. He could come back from that. Take in the mental hospital. You got, healed and fucking his wounds got healed. Leo's scared of scary movies.
No. I see. That's the thing I don't get. If you fucking watch Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Hellraiser, all of these movies, you know the rules. This is a movie that made fun of that shit.
Yeah,
I love that as a fucking horror fan. Oh.
we
don't want to talk about that, fucking Leo.
Second, they're doing good though.
No. What are you talking about? They're in a group of death. They're for fucking Puerto Rico and Venezuela. That's not cool.
They can do it, man. Have faith in your
No, they can't.
Lori, all your favorite Scream movies in order. I would go Scream 1, of course. That's I don't think
number 1 is Alpha.
Yeah, Scream 1 for me. I would go.
What
Scream
do you got 2?
Scream 6.
You got 2 6?
Yeah, I think so.
6 is 2. I
gotta watch it again.
I got 4. I got 4 as number 2.
4 number 2.
Yeah.
Number 3, I would say Scream 2. I like Scream 2 to a point, but they killed Randy. That's what fucked it up for me.
Scream 6 is number 3.
Okay.
For me.
4 for me is 5.
Whoa.
I like it a lot more than you did.
4 for me is 2.
5 is 4, and 6 is 3.
Number 5 is 5, and nothing's worse than number 3.
Yeah, no, that's going to go down.
So yeah, so for me, it's
even with Jay and Silent Bob cameo, you can't say that movie. The movie just sucks.
It's bad. So for me, it's 1, 4, 6, 2, 5, 3.
Where do you want him to go next, settings wise? Do you want him to stay in New York, or do you want to see him international Ghostface?
No,
Ghostface on a cruise.
No, New York's a big city.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
I love, or you know what, or be in the Northwest still, be in Philly, be in Boston, be in another town up in that little area.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
All those places are close by.
At least for the next one, stay in New York, and then you can move back to
be in Long Island.
Hey, Scream in San Francisco would be cool.
Oh, that's a wet dream right there. Do you have any idea how what Ghostface could model himself as over here? Like, I'm gonna kill people in the same place at the fucking and people are waiting for him, where the Zodiac killed or some shit like that. Oh, that'd be.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of like do like the new Zodiac, like where you're sending messages to the.
Oh, and he doesn't give a shit. Ghostface. Oh, that'd be. Oh, that'd be great.
And then he takes a poop in the street and fucking shoots up in the corner.
That'd be great. That'd be great too. It's all great TV.
1 was hella good.
One is classic to me.
I can't see them ever topping 1. It was just a perfect moment in time. That movie's just amazing.
1 threw the guy a Ghostface in there with with fucking Pinhead and Jason and Leatherface and Freddy. Ghostface is a part of it.
If they never made another Scream movie, it would just be.
Scream would be great by itself.
Yeah, but
you just watch it without any other movie too. Scream holds up.
Yeah,
Scream will always hold up.
Yeah, it's a love letter to horror fans, like the ultimate love letter, just like Cabin in the Woods was. Like it just.
That's a fucking ultimate love letter right there.
Yeah,
that would be the ultimate.
I was saying the same thing as the Zodiac Killer regarding Scream.
Oh, that'd be a great movie. A hybridization of fucking Ghostface and the Zodiac here in San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's a genius.
Go watch them. You definitely need to watch all the Scream movies to appreciate this one.
I'm definitely gonna watch number 7 when it comes in the theater. This got me excited for the series again.
Definitely skip 3. I think you can skip 3.
No,
if you had to skip any of them.
I mean, if you had to skip something, I guess, but 3 you don't want to skip it because Scream 3 is like a love letter to old school movies, even though it's not done very well.
Yeah.
Still the worst of this line of movies.
Yeah.
Everybody has to be fucking Friday the 13th or part fucking 9 or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody has to have a bad movie.
What would you CGC this, man? What's your rating on this?
Oh, this is pretty high, man. I would say this is like a 8.9, 8.8.
8.8. Well,
yeah, this is a great for me. Other than the fact that I figured out who the killer is, people who aren't fucking like slasher fans probably will enjoy it because they don't know who the killer is. But I know what to look for, and It's just I want to be fooled too. It didn't fool me. The first Scream fooled me, and I knew all the rules already. I'm fucking Randy.
Try and write them. Yeah, Rick it off your ass already.
Oh no, that Scream is hard because
yeah, I'm sure Rick has a folder somewhere was the Scream fan fiction.
Oh, I got such a story, Ray. It's fucking
Randy.
crazy.
Randy lives.
He never died. He fucking went into seclusion.
They cloned Randy.
He's living with Tupac, Elvis, and Biggie.
It'd been cool if he survived all through all these movies, man. Like fucking him, like being.
Oh, he should have been the guy guiding everybody.
Yeah.
They go to him. I don't want to have anything to do with this. Do you know how many times I almost got killed?
That's probably one of the craziest fucking kills in the fucking franchise, though. When Randy got killed, man,
that was great. And that's the thing that fucking gets me. As much as I hate it, it was such a great and easy kill.
It was like right in the open too.
It's opportunistic.
Like no way he's gonna get killed in the middle of the fucking thing, and just out of the cuts he gets pulled in the van and killed. I'm like, oh my god! I was like, no, fuck you.
No, I remember watching that theater. I fucking covered my hand. I was like, oh no, we're not supposed to die.
Randy,
not Randy.
That was the biggest gut punch. But it was really executed fucking. I like a lot of stuff. I like Mickey, the freaky Tarantino.
That's my fucking hero.
He's one of my favorite killers.
Mickey was great.
Yeah, our top 3 favorite killers in Scream.
Billy Loomis and fucking Sid and Stu. I mean, Billy Loomis and Stu. Did they count as 1 or 2?
I guess he counted 1. I guess.
They're number 1. They're great. They fucking they had a body count before the first movie.
Yeah, they were killing people before that.
Yeah, so let me see. Number 2, I'd say Mickey. I'd say number 3 is probably these guys. Yeah. It's funny how the movie, the guys, they dictate who the fucking best killer is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. Good flick, man. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. Go watch the other Scream movies if you haven't seen them. These are fun flicks, man. Go watch them. I would probably grade it. I'd probably go 8.5. Yeah, 8.5.
Yeah, it's around there.
Yeah, it's a Blu-ray. It's a Blu-ray
good movie, dude.
I'm picking this up on 4K. All right.
As a pure slasher movie, this movie's great. Without it being a sequel to anything else, it's great.
What is a sequel?
No, without it being a sequel though. Like just as far as slasher kills and everything, it's fucking. This movie is gory as shit.
Yeah, if this was on, like you said, if this was a movie on its own, it would probably be a fun movie, like fun slasher on its own.
Fucking fun slasher movie.
Yeah, some good twists, some shit you can see coming, but still some good, some fun stuff. They play around with the genre, but yeah, go check it out. Scream 6.
Scream 6. Highly recommend.
Ricky approved.
No doubt.
All right. So like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The Hondalorian says so much in here. Why is it not popping up? Oh, there it goes. What's up, bro's? Gonna catch the replay of the show later as I'm about to watch Shazam. Just saying, hit the like, hit that thumbs up, and
Shazam's already in theaters.
Comes out today. I thought it came out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
He's got an early screening, I guess, or is it coming out?
Fucking Hondo VIP.
Are they trying to get early access on this? Were you watching fucking Shazam? I don't see it on.
I don't think so, unless he's got the hookup. Hondo's got the hookup.
Yeah, were you watching? No, Hondo, were you watching fucking Shazam? Man, it's not.
He came and went. We only have 2.
You're full of shit. You're full of shit. He's gonna get there. He's like, oh, it's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow. I got my food.
Gets his popcorn ready to go, and like, oh man,
I got my cocktail, popcorn and cocktail. He's gonna leave sad.
Yeah. All right, let's it's getting a little hot out there, Rick. Let's jump in the pool, man. The pool list. Pull list of stuff you picked up, watched, listened to, stuff you pissed you off, something made you happy. Something you want to talk about. So what's on your pull list this week, Mr. Rick?
So 2 things. Well, let me see. I can only remember 1 now. 2. I'll get to the other one too. So I've been watching the Quantum Leap series. I'm a big Quantum Leap fan, the original series, and as I'm watching the second one, I didn't know what to think of it. There's a lot of things that I don't like about it, but there's a lot of things I do like about it. a lot of the things I do like about it are the references to the old show. And you have to remember, I watch almost every episode. Like when they used to cut the beginning sequence, I used to be like, seen that, seen that, seen that, seen that. All his appearances in almost everything. Me and my brother were like, seen it, didn't see it, see it, seen it, seen it, seen it. And I do remember watching almost everything in that show. This show takes advantage of certain characters from the past and incorporates them into the future, and I love that. Only thing I don't like about it so much is that they spend a lot of time in our period here trying to figure out how to get him back. It's like us seeing Al and Gushy and everybody else who was part of Project Quantum Leap, trying to bring Sam back. I think to me, the heart of the show was Sam and Al. And in the Quantum Leap show, it's Dr. Ben Song, who was supposed to be the hologram in this new project, and he ends up being he ends up leaping. We're still trying to figure out why he leaped. I'm still going into the show. I think I'm already on episode 10. In lieu of playing Hogwarts Legacy, I watched this.
That's when you know it's serious.
Yeah, that's no doubt. And I have such a love for Quantum Leap, because it really was like, it's Sam and Al at the core of the show. It's them trying to figure out the problem, and for Sam to get out of there. Sam was such a fucking great character. He always taught you a lesson. And I think that's what TV misses these days, is trying to teach us and continuously teach us lessons. And Quantum Leap goes back to that. Same thing with Night Court. Night Court is one of those other shows. But they go back to trying to teach you something. And so, yeah, Dr. Raymond Lee, or Dr. Ben Song, is played by Raymond Lee. Great actor. I fucking love this actor, dude. He's Scott Bakula pretty much. And then he has his girlfriend being his hologram, which I don't like. I don't want that emotional attachment. I want more of like a best friend. If they were best friends, that would have been great. It was so, because they always said that Sam couldn't do what he does knowing he had a wife.
Yeah.
Somewhere, and this is his love interest. But they have so many other characters. They have Ian. He's fucking hella funny, but he's kind of suspect at the same time on some of the shit he's doing. Brendan Routh makes an appearance. Fucking Ernie Hudson's in this shit, dude. Ernie Hudson's in this shit. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I am. Because you guys got to go see this. So if you remember the episode, and I'm sure you do, Ray. You remember the episode where Sam leaps into the Vietnam War to save his own brother?
I think so, yeah.
And he leaps into magic, this African-American soldier who just got there, but every mission that he's been a part of with Sam's brother's SEAL team, they've accomplished. But the next mission is where Tom dies. Sam's older brother.
Yeah.
Well, that actor or that character of magic is played by Ernie Hudson, who's now heading up Project Quantum Leap. So because he can remember Sam jumping into him, he calls it lost time.
So this is connected to the first Quantum Leap.
It's very connected to the first Quantum Leap.
But Scott Bakula hasn't showed up yet.
No, fucking Sam is still leaping.
Oh wow, he's still leaping to that's.
He's still leaping.
Yeah.
Well,
they're gonna bring him in. They're gonna bring him in at some point.
Yeah,
right?
well, they got to. So, did you ever watch the last episode of Quantum Leap?
I think so. Yeah, I do kind of remember that.
He lips into the bar where he's sitting at the table, but he finally sees his own reflection. He finally sees Dr. Sam Beckett. But everybody that he's been, or a lot of the characters that he's been, Jimmy walks in with his older brother when he played the guy with Down syndrome that everybody was hating on, didn't want to get a job at the dock. When he played the driver from the kind of like the Driving Miss Daisy episode, he was in it, and everybody's in it. And fuck, I can't remember his name, but he played D-Day in Animal House. He's a bartender behind the bar, but Sam doesn't know that he's fucking talking to God, and God's telling him like, dude, you could have went home whenever you wanted to. It's your choice to keep leaping. You're still trying to fix things. Like everything that you remember fucking up in the past, you're fixing that shit. Jackie Kennedy dying, but she didn't die because Sam fucking saved her. Everybody that he fixed, those are memories that he had that he was trying to fix.
The best like end to an episode is when he fucking leaped into it. He thought it was a Sasquatch. Remember that one?
He was an actor though, right? He was an actor in makeup. Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
that was awesome. I was like, what the
old
fuck?
boys were the best. Scott, dude,
That
I
was
genuinely
awesome, man. That show was
have you seen? So it's on Peacock. They have. I don't know if they have all the episodes. I haven't gone through it because I'm still watching the first one or the new one. I'm gonna go back and watch all of those. I love Quantum Leap as much as I love Night Court.
Yeah, Quantum Leap was a big one.
Quantum Leap's a great show. It has heart. And that's
It's a
one of the
great
things that's important.
Great concept, man. Like every week there was like some kind of message, and he'd leap into a black person in the fucking back in the day.
This show has messages. It's not trying to force anybody's agenda. It's just trying to make you think. You know, I just want people to watch it because I think we miss that sometimes. It's not forcing anything. It's just making you think about things in a different way. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to take in information the way you might have perceived it and just learn something new. But it's a good show, Ray. It's a really good show. I mean, I like it because it's nostalgic, but I've always loved Quantum Leap. Time travel fucking fascinates the shit out of me.
It's in the same like vein and universe too. That was like the biggest like scare.
Same universe. Al's daughter's in it. They had his wife, the one that he broke up with, and Sam ended up saving. Same episode, part 2. When they have that come back in, it's fucking awesome. You see, what's her name? Beth Calavici, the woman that got away. That's why Al had so many fucking. I'm on wife number 5 because Beth got away. It's fucking dope, dude. Oh, it's so great. Yeah, please.
All right. All right, I got a bunch of shit, man, this week.
Okay,
man.
good. I will just leave it at that for me. I was gonna say Hogwarts, but yeah, no, Hogwarts, but it's just me continuously going through it.
How far are you in the game?
I'm kind of equating it to like a school year. Right now, I'm still like in winter. I still have Christmas decorations. The cool thing is that as you progress through the game, the seasons change. So as you're walking around, you see Christmas decorations. You get outside later on, you got snow. But yeah, I faced a lot of the beasts. It's fun. It makes you. It's like playing God of War, with kind of a quest kind of a thing attached to it. It's like God of War meets Grand Theft Auto meets Harry Potter. It's fun. The comboing is fun.
Yeah, I want to check it out.
You can transform somebody into a fucking explosive barrel and fucking shoot that barrel at somebody afterwards and blow 2 people up at the same time. Oh, it's great. I haven't gone Dark Wizard yet. I'm gonna play that twice. I haven't done one Avada Kedavra or any of the Unforgivable Curses yet. Yeah. I probably won't with this character because it's a different character. Once I play a Slytherin, I'm gonna go all balls out evil. Yeah, and that's the cool part. You get to play different characters.
What a twist!
Yeah, I'm gonna probably play this game 4 times, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna finish it 4 times. I'm gonna play every house. Because I hear every house has like kind of something a little bit different. Hufflepuff gets to go to Azkaban. Yeah,
that's cool. That's a good way to like have people like play
replay it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'm gonna have to check it out. All right. So yeah, I got a Ted Lasso episode 1, the season 3 episode 1 premiered last night. Back in the Ted Lasso world, I love this show. It's fucking. The first episode was kind of reintroduction. Like the first episode of the series, I wasn't like totally into, but after the second episode, I was totally in. Man, I love this character a lot. So, new season that started last night too. We got Mando. We talked about the Mando a little bit.
Mando's sick, man.
Mando's great. I watched She Said last night. That was the movie about the Harvey Weinstein, the New York reporters.
That's kind of hard for me to watch, dude. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, but this was just all about the reporters, how they got the info and shit. This is they don't go into too much. They don't show any graphic stuff from what he did, but they talk about it a lot. And I love investigative journalism movies. Like they're
good.
Spotlight and like fucking what was the other one? I like those kind of like investigative.
All the President's Men.
Like that type of shit. I like that kind of like reporters like getting to the story and shit. Like I kind of like those. It was a good movie, well acted, well directed. I forgot the girls that played the characters. It was a good movie, man. It's definitely interesting and see like how they gathered all this information, and like Ashley Judd's in it. She plays herself. She was a big part of that movement and stuff. So it was an interesting movie. Definitely
She plays herself.
Huh?
She plays herself.
Yeah, because she was
Oh no shit.
she was part of that story. So yeah, she's in it, and it's pretty interesting, man. It's a pretty interesting movie. And you just see what a piece of shit fucking Harvey Weinstein, and just how like they let this motherfucker get away with fucking murder for so long. So yeah, good movie. It's on Peacock. A lot of good shit on Peacock right now, man. Like Peacock's been
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, they've always had a lot of good stuff. I think, dude, if you haven't been watching Night Court, watch that too. They have a lot of good stuff.
I'm caught up with Night Court. Yeah.
It's so much heart.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
I love that show right now.
Yeah, I got
it's
some
good show.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
have problems with it.
Yeah,
it's not Night Court. That's why.
Yeah, I wish we had at least one more character from that. Like if we had fucking Bull, but his character
Marshall Warfield.
At least we have Gertz and Marshall Warfield playing off each other.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Yeah, Gerg's the fun-loving one, like Bull, and fucking Marshall Warfield, the fucking like fucking surly one.
Veteran, just surly.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be a great guest episode, right?
Yeah, at least I think she could. She's praised it. She she tweeted about
Marshall Warfield back. That'd be great.
Bull has been. I heard Bull's kind of hesitant because his story ended pretty well. Like he went off with the alien people.
Yeah, you don't want him coming back.
Cool. I love Bull, man. Bull is like that was my dog.
If Art is still alive, bring back Art.
Art's probably dead at this point. I got some comics. Fantastic Four started with a new #1. I was kind of hesitant about it, but I've been digging it.
What is it, Fantastic Four?
The new Fantastic Four series. It's actually been a really cool like run right now. It's let me see. I'm trying to find the writers. They've been really interesting. The stories, it kind of sets off like there's a mystery. Like the Fantastic Four did something to New York, and they've been kind of ostracized. So the covers are great. We have covers by Alex Ross. The covers are fucking beautiful. And written by Ryan North, art by Eben Coelho. I can't remember. The art's really good. I'm really digging this run of Fantastic Four. The action's good. The story, like they're really going into the science aspect of the Fantastic Four, like some cool science stuff. I'm digging it a lot, man. Yeah, the covers have been really cool, by Alex Ross covers and stuff.
Alex Ross covers are always great.
Yeah, and the stories are great. A story, this was a second issue where Reed and Sue go to a town, and it's like Doombots has taken over the town. It's really like kind of a dark story, but it's really interesting stuff. He's doing, like, you can tell this guy's a science nerd because he's really putting in some of the science stuff. I'm digging it a lot, man. I was ready to hate it when they rebooted it because I enjoyed Don Slott's run for the most part. The second half of his run was really good. It started off kind of weak. We got part 4 and 5 I read recently of the 1 Minute War in Flash. This has been great, man. I've been digging this a lot, man. Wally's been getting a big push. This is incorporating all the Flashes. You got Impulse in here, Jesse Quick, just the whole Flash family, Max Mercury, everyone's
gonna get Wally West. I'm telling you,
we might. Man. They've been pushing him a lot in the comics. Like he's getting a big put. Like he's part of the Titans, which are like the Justice League right now. He's getting another solo book coming up too. So I think they hopefully they go with Wally. I think Wally's a better choice, especially if you're gonna
James Gunn's in the age for reading Wally West.
Yeah, so like I'm hoping like to see the beauty of like see what I see. Like I've turned on a few people like, oh, Wally West has got read this story, read this fucking story. Like Wally's the man.
He's great.
Yeah, so hopefully Wally's gonna put a big push right now. He's like the main Flash right now in the comics. And I'm happy as a Flash fan. Like, DC's actually been doing really good recently. I think they righted the ship that was kind of a mess for a long time. So I've been digging. Like Nightwing has been good, Flash has been good. So yeah, the DC's
4 years of shit almost, right? Since
the
New
52. It was a while. Yeah, after New 52, they were kind of writing stuff with the DC Rebirth stuff. They were kind of writing the ship, and then it was like kind of took another. Shit. Yeah. But no, it's starting to. I think they're righting the ship. I'm liking the direction it's going. They got a lot of good writers working on it. I think getting rid of Dan Didio is the fucking best thing to happen to them.
Didio,
whatever. Fuck him. I hate that fucking guy. And another comic I finished, The Last Ronin. This Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is set in the future. This is Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird come back to help write this. It's got an introduction by Robert Rodriguez in here. This is basically a story of there's one Ninja Turtle left, and all of his brothers have died, and so basically he's the last Ronin, man. He's the last one to. So yeah, I picked up the figure by NECA. I love the series so much. But it's really, if you're a big Turtles fan, it's based off the Mirage comic, like the original series, kind of. But if you're a Turtles fan, you get where they're at in the situation, and they got the flashback of how they got to that point, how he became the last Ronin. It's fucking really good, man. I'm digging the action's really good, the pacing's really good. It's sad, and it's a good fucking story, man. If you get a chance to read it, The Last Ronin, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, very enjoyable.
It was good. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, definitely read. You should definitely read.
No, well, as popular as that one is, I think that's going to get a fucking animated series or an animated movie.
I would love to see an animated movie from this. Yeah. I think this would easily be jumping. If they just do turtle movie, like I think live action Turtles should just take a rest for a while. Just do animated, man. Turtles work better in animation, I think.
No doubt.
Yeah. Lori, how's the wrestling events?
That's my hidden gem.
Joe, all right, let's jump in the hidden gem. Rich, that's your hidden gem, wrestling revolution.
So, I get happy, dude. We had good dim sum.
Yeah,
we had
really good.
Yeah, really good dim sum, and it wasn't in the plans.
No,
it was, and we don't know what's in the plans when we get to a wrestling show. It could be a shitty one. I've seen a lot of shitty wrestling shows, and Revolution is probably the best wrestling show I've ever been to.
Yeah, I would agree.
I know Leo was there with us, and
that's what put her over the top.
I'm so fucking well. The thing is, I'm happy that he didn't go to a shit event. He got to see probably one of the best fucking that Iron Man match between MJF and Bryan Danielson. I've seen a lot of Iron Man matches.
That's the best Iron Man match.
That one was fucking brutal.
That probably made my top 5 favorite matches of all time, man. That's
in my top 5.
Yeah, I want to watch it again. That match was awesome, man. It was just amazing, man. Just the storytelling in that match.
And that was the main event.
It flew by, too.
It flew like so much in that.
The Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels match, like it was
great. There was a lot of mirrors of that match in this match.
Yeah, but there was a lot of slow pacing in that match. It was a lot of slow moments in that match. This match was just bang, 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 bang. Like when this match was over, like you didn't like the time just like flew by, man. There was never like any like real lag in the movement and shit. It was great, man. It was an awesome match.
Seeing Jungle Boy from Park and Rec Gym to seeing him in a big event like that was honestly, dude, for me that was emotional because you get to see somebody start from the bottom. I don't think I've ever seen somebody start from the bottom and get to the top like that.
Yeah. Somebody like, I saw that you wrestling in a fucking gymnasium. Now you're fucking in a pay-per-view on the biggest
selling
stage.
It out.
Yeah.
It was just good to see. A lot of old favorites. Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, Chris Jericho, Ricky Starks, new stars, and that's the one thing I do love about AEW. They make new stars,
and and like a lot of the new stars won that night. Like Jungle Boy won, a House of Black won. Like fucking that trios match was amazing. That
trios match was amazing.
The Texas Death match was amazing. It should have been a Frisco street fight, but whatever. It's fucking we're in fucking
Texas Death match. It does have that ring though. Texas Death Match.
Yeah.
But it was great. I
wish we saw Hobbs win the title at the Revolution.
That would have been the cherry on the top. Yeah. I like seeing him up in the top, just looking down, but that needed to happen at fucking Rampage, and then that happened at a fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Him beating Wardlow and Joe in a triple threat with Wardlow not taking the pin.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would have made more sense, and that would have got a huge fucking pop at the night.
But then you make Wardlow the chase
Yeah.
to Hobbs' title, and
Yeah.
I think they fucked up two characters in that way because Hobbs kind of won later on, kind of weird. And although I do like it, I like that.
Yeah, no, it was a fun event. Like we getting to see the FTR come back out too. It was a mark out moment.
Fuck yeah, mark out.
Yeah, no, it was a great event, man. I had a lot of fun, man. It was a great time, man. It was a good time to have. That whole weekend, we got to, meet the wrestlers at the bowling alley event, the little charity event. So that was cool, man. We got to meet a bunch of the guys we see on TV every week, and we get to have conversations with them and hang out with them, shoot the shit with them. We got to hang out with Ruby Solo and Willow at the bar, and talk to Aubrey Edwards and fucking, it was great moment, great wrestling. Probably one of my favorite wrestling weeks of ever. It was pretty fucking cool, man.
Meeting Hobbs and fucking Evil Uno, and it's just I've loved this shit for a long time, and I've never been that close to like wrestlers. You have, because you met Jericho before in like other instances and shit.
I met Kenny Omega, and I met
I've never been that close to a wrestler. I like literally, for me, I was starstruck.
Yeah,
I fucking was. I lost the ability to talk. I was just so in awe of being around them. And the people of AEW, you can see that they truly love being there. They truly like each other.
I've been to a couple meet and greets where they're kind of stale, and like it just kind of like feel like a meat fucking cow factory, just kind of going through and just like it's super generic. This was awesome, man. We got to take pictures, selfies with people. Got to have drinks with them, and just kind of shoot the shit. And it was super casual. No, there wasn't no autograph hounds asking for autographs and shit like that. It was just people like, hey, can I take a pic with you? Cool, all right.
Wrestling fans are the best fans of any fucking thing I've ever been a part of.
Online is a different story, but yeah.
At an event, at a live event, wrestling fans are the best fans to be around. As much as you hate them, you can like other shit. You will agree on other things.
There was some like people that were just kind of schemy and like kind of like trying to. You could tell they were kind of shady, but no, it was for the most part, it was just a bunch of dorks fucking dorking out, and like
that's all it is.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was cool, man. Get to meet Takeshita and fucking Danny Garcia and fucking.
I'm hoping that this is the home of Revolution from now on.
Yeah,
Super Brawl was the home. Remember that. For a while.
We might get it. I don't know if we're getting another pay-per-view right away, but we'll get it. We'll get another one at some point.
A year later.
Yeah, we'll see.
Revolution next year, man. Hopefully.
It didn't sell out, so that's one of those things. But they had a really good crowd for the shows. But
it was a live crowd.
Yeah, no, Tony Khan was happy with the engagement and like the crowd reaction and shit. So he's yeah.
It was sad. Yeah, fucking sad it didn't just sell out like that.
Yeah, it's a big arena though, man. It's a big. It was the biggest wrestling show at the Chase Center. That's the biggest selling wrestling show at the arena.
That'll bring it back.
Yeah, so
Chase Center will ask him to come back.
Krista, best birthday ever.
Oh, that dim sum was great, dude.
That dim sum was. I want to go. I want an excuse to go back to the Chase Center. I was looking at my. I could have it delivered to my house too.
Really? No, yeah. Dude. You know what? One night we should just if you're out early on a Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, afterwards, I say let's go.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's just right there. We don't need to go to a game.
I can call maybe one of those pedicabs. We'll have 2 pedicabs take us down there.
one for.
I got the hookup.
Yeah, no, it was a fun event. Yeah, great event. I guess I have a hidden gem. So I picked this up. I haven't seen this movie in like a long fucking time.
Which one?
Eddie and the Cruisers, man.
Great music.
Yeah, the music's really good. 1983. Fucking Michael Parr. I love Michael Parr, man.
Paré, bro. Michael Paré. He has a little accent.
That was Michael Parr.
Michael Paré.
You sure about that?
Yes. Dude, he's done a lot of those HBO Thursday night movies, bro.
Tom Berenger. Yeah, he was like, late
He
night.
was the king of that late night fucking like action flick. He was in a movie with Anthony and Michael Hall. They were like fighter pilots. Michael Paré.
Philadelphia Experiment too. He was in that.
Yep.
That was a good one. Tom Berenger. Ellen Barkin's in this.
Berenger's in the first one.
Yeah.
No shit. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I remember I think I remember the second one. Eddie.
I remember the second one more because the music was great.
Yeah, I haven't watched Eddie Lives. I think, but I do remember that one more than I remember the first one. But it's great. The music's really good. Yeah, it's a fun little throwback fucking movie. Yeah, the music's really good. Joey Pants is in it. He plays like their fucking. He just played a fucking music like a manager.
Yeah,
like
the producer.
Yeah, he's a music manager. Like he play. It's like basically he's playing the same character as in La Bamba.
He's a producer.
But yeah, it's a fun movie. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, yeah, I can't wait to watch Eddie Lives because I kind of remember that one more. That one came out in '88.
You could tell because there's that one guy. I think his name is Rick Savage or something like that. Rick Wild. He's the guitarist. Like this. He's just a no-named face nobody out of a lot of 80 movies.
Yeah,
you'll recognize him once you see him.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
and he's a lead guitarist. He starts shredding, and Eddie's like, "That's not the music. This is the music." Heartfelt shit. I love that. It's one of those movies that tells you, that's all style, no substance. This is music.
Yeah, Michael Paré.
Yeah, see, she got the little fucking accent, Michael Paré.
I haven't seen Streets of Fire in a long time too. It wasn't
oh
yeah,
Willem Dafoe.
That's
a great movie, dude. So 80s.
How's Kenobi? We want a Kenobi.
Where's he? No, we don't. Actually, he's asleep right now, looking outside, or he's looking outside and not asleep. And I'd like to leave him there. He's evil. He goes into alligator roles. You can't walk around him. You fucking step on him accidentally. He's trying to attack you at all times. I'm gonna die soon.
Death by Kenobi.
Yeah.
You were the chosen
one. Like, is he Darth Vader? Kenobi killed him. Like, no.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad we're back. Hopefully we'll be back on our regular schedule, see how next week plays out. But
well, you're feeling better. That's good.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, I feel a lot better than I did, I tell you that. I can we'll see. Hopefully it all works out, and hopefully I'll do a test tomorrow and I can go back to the real world because I'm getting stir crazy at home. It's a lot. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Any last words for us, Mr. Afford, before we get the hell out of here?
Yeah, don't fucking shoplift, you assholes. Just say no. I'll fucking hurt people, bro. Don't shoplift.
You don't want Rick smashing that like button and subscribing.
Shoplift the channel. Pull a knife, I'll fucking take that from you and fucking stick it over your ass. Yeah. I fight the urge because they can't do the time like that. It's not cool.
I'm bilingual. There's a difference.
You killed a homeless lady. What the fuck? Dude, she fucking pulled a knife on me, bro.
I've had broken glass fucking at me.
Oh, that's not cool.
Glad to have you back. Have a great week. Thanks, Lori. Thanks everybody in the chat. Yeah, we'll hopefully be back at some time next week and some fun news for you. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when you jump on. And yeah, we'll be back next week. All right, let's get out of here.
Be good.
Smash like button. Bye.
No, we don't say that.